scores, he was still on the, he's still finishing on the bottom half, and that's amateur golf. And then you go to the professional level, it's even higher. So, yeah, I mean, they would say the same thing to us. Let's say I could shoot, I'm an amazing shooter in basketball, or I have a great arm. They'd be like, yeah, you have no chance. You're not tall enough. You can't think fast enough. You don't know the reads, whatever. They just like, it's a totally different game.
Wyndham Clark, U.S. Open champ, here in support of Full Swing, available today, season 3 on Netflix. What's it like to have cameras around? I know, again, not to continue the NFL analogy here, I've spoken to a lot of NFL players over the decades about having Hard Knocks cameras follow from HBO. What about Full Swing, Wyndham?
It's not as bad as it. I mean, I'm sure that they said the same thing. Like at first, when I first was on it, it was very invasive, and I'm like, oh my gosh, everywhere I look, the cameras are there, and you kind of feel uncomfortable. But the nice thing is you get comfortable around the camera guys, and you get to know them, and then it kind of becomes second nature, and you trust them that they're not going to put anything that portrays you poorly, and so you kind of get used to it. And then, I will say they've progressed. Netflix, the first couple seasons, they were everywhere, and now they're only there in key moments, so they're not there as much, and so it's not as invasive. But it's been a really good experience, and I think it's awesome for people to get an inside look at what PGA Tour players go through day in, day out, and what the travel's like, and then also kind of bringing us to, kind of humanizing us a little bit and showing people that like, hey, we're normal guys. We have the same problems that everyone else has, and dealing with family issues, performance issues, traveling, all of that in one. It's become a really good show, and I think people have liked it.
Is there anything you've learned from it at any point in time? Where like I didn't know, my colleague said this or did that in the moment that I was involved with, or just anything that you may have learned about their off the course lifestyle or anything, Wyndham?
Yeah, it is amazing because you think somebody. I'll give you an example. Like I know Joel Damon, and but it seems like as a colleague, you kind of have a surface relationship where you talk about the normal stuff. How's the family? How's this going? Et cetera. And then you don't know the backstory of, how did Joel get here? What's he thinking about? What is he struggling with? And so something like Netflix really opened that up, I think, to a lot of people to be like, wow, you know what? There's a lot of depth to that guy. He's gone through a lot, and I just think it really makes it cool, not only for the fans, but for us, because we learn about each other. And, that's just one example. I'm trying to think of other ones, but it's been really cool just to see kind of people away from the course, because we only see each other at the airports, at the golf course, in the gym, and that's really it. And so we don't really see what they're doing at home or what they have to deal with or how they were brought up. And so it's been really fun to watch for me, just to see, people's personal lives and how they react to things. And it's given me definitely a new perspective on a lot of the players on the PGA Tour.
All right, I got to follow up. Do you really see everyone at the gym, Wyndham? You see everyone?
There's some people that aren't there. There's yeah. Hey, I know there's a stigma golfers aren't that athletic. It is getting more athletic these days.
Okay.
We got a nice young wave of players, and everyone's in the gym usually.
Okay. What is it? Mostly leg day? Like, what's the day? What's the number one workout that you see amongst the players?
Usually just prevent lower back issues. Okay. It seems like, but no, I mean, it's honestly amazing. When I first got on tour, I'd say less than 50% of the guys were in the gym working out, working hard, trying to gain speed and strength and all the above. And now in the last couple of years, I feel like 90% of guys are doing that. So I feel like you're missing out if you're not part of that. And guys that you would even think, hey, he doesn't look like he's in the gym, he's still trying to work hard and get in the gym. And I think everyone's seeing the new wave of golf of these young players that have 190 mile an hour ball speed and, also for longevity to not be injured. And, the money's increased so much that I think people are like, why would I not do anything and everything I can to try to maximize my time that I have on the PGA Tour.
Okay. Wyndham Clark here on the Rich Eisen Show. Christopher, I know you're a fan of Full Swing.
I
So
am.
what do
I
you got?
cannot wait to dive into this. Wyndham, you were kind of the breakout story from the first season of Full Swing with your mom winning the U.S. Open. How have you handled this newfound stardom of the last couple of years?
Well, I will say it's something that, you dream of being a professional golfer, a major champion, and one of the top players in the world, but you don't necessarily dream about maybe the stardom and going to restaurants and being recognized and taking pictures and signing autographs for kids. You don't really think about that, and it's been a nice change, but also there's some negatives to it, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I've been so blessed, and I've had an amazing career thus far, and I'm hoping it continues to be great. But Full Swing has really helped kind of share my story, which is important to me, and sharing kind of my purpose for playing and the Play Big Foundation and playing for my mom, and so it's really made, I think, open people's eyes to there's more to these golfers. There's more to me than just trying to play good and win tournaments and make money. It's, hey, we have a huge purpose and to give back and help people. So it's been an awesome road, and I'm just hoping this is the start of an amazing career, and hopefully I'm doing more things like this with you guys, every year, because something cool is happening.
Well, this is hopefully the first of many times with you, Wyndham Clark. That's for sure, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Before I let you go, you got a good hole-in-one story, whether an ace you came up with or you witnessed one or anything like that? What do you got?
Yeah, I would say I've got a handful. I feel like I'm everyone's good luck Chuck, if you will, a good luck Dub. Everyone seems to make hole-in-ones around me, but my best hole-in-one story was probably my first hole-in-one. I was 6 years old. I was playing at Keystone Ranch Golf Club, 12th hole, 125 yards. I hit a driver. And I had a bet that day with my dad that if I made an eagle on any hole, I'd get a PlayStation. And at that point, I'd never made a birdie. And so my dad's like, yeah, there's no way he's going to make an eagle. I don't have to get him a PlayStation. Sure enough, I make a hole-in-one, and I celebrate because I get the PlayStation. He celebrates because I got the hole-in-one. And so that's probably my best, hole-in-one story. Yeah, it's probably my first one.
That's called a win-win.
It's a win-win.
And what was your game on PlayStation? What was the first game that you got? Like, what were you doing on that PlayStation?
I was a huge Madden guy,
okay,
and a huge NHL guy. So I loved those two games the most. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, early on it was all the sports games, depending on the season. If it was basketball season, I'm playing the NBA game. Football season, it's Madden. And then hockey season, and then even Tiger Woods. I played Tiger Woods 2000 so many times.
And then I'm sure, what was your first round with Tiger? The actual Tiger, Wyndham? What was that one?
I've never played a competitive round with Tiger Woods.
Get out of here.
And so tonight, by the way, I got to give a shout out.
Please, to TGL. Go for it.
To TGL, yeah. I was supposed to, we're playing Jupiter Links, and Tiger was supposed to play, and I'm all excited. I get my chance to finally play a competitive round with Tiger Woods, and he bailed on us. So I'm heartbroken. I hope he hears this. So hopefully,
you're undefeated, Wyndham. He hears the footsteps.
He
like,
hears the
scared,
footsteps.
Right?
You're having your moment.
I think that's what it was. He heard the footsteps. I like that.
For sure. Well, and is it an adjustment to play, TGL? And if so, how long does it take to play that and get used to playing this format, Wyndham?
Well, it definitely took, I think for everyone, it took a little bit of time. The ball doesn't quite curve as much, I'd say, as real golf. And I don't know if that's because we don't have any wind in there,
right,
or if it, it's just it just doesn't curve as much. And then, obviously the green and some of the chipping stuff takes a little while, but I think for everyone, it was about a couple hours or one simulation match. And then you kind of got used to it. And then, then now we're all kind of dialed in, and I feel like guys are making putts. We're making tons of birdies and eagles, and I feel like the last 3 or 4 matches have been really close and exciting, and it's amazing the quality of golf that guys are playing. I mean, we're all shooting 6, 7, 8 under in these rounds, so hopefully it's been fun for people to watch. And I mean, I will say for us, like, we're having so much fun. It's so fun to play really quick, play with your friends, talk a little trash, and, obviously play the sport we love.
Yeah, and you're mic'd up too. I guess you're used to that with Full Swing, right? I mean, so you're mic'd up. We're hearing everything that you're saying. That shot that we had of you celebrating a putt with Shane Lowry. I mean, it looks like you guys, just won a tournament together. I just love that. And that's the thing we were talking about the Four Nations that just wrapped up in the NHL is for fans that if it means as much to you as it does to us or watching you have fun, that makes it more fun for us as we're watching it, Wyndham,
I couldn't agree more. I mean, that Four Nations thing was unbelievable. I'm a huge hockey fan.
Yep.
I'm an Avalanche guy. We had 3 guys on Canada's first line, so that was really fun to watch. Even though I'm a USA guy, I was bummed we lost. But it is amazing when you play for your country or you play for a team or you're representing a city or whatever it is, you for some reason have a little more pride, and you don't want to lose for your teammates. You don't want to lose for your country. And we're having so much fun. So we get out there and, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, some matches seem a little flat at the start. But as it gets to where it's close and competitive, our juices start going. We have the nerves that we would normally have. And, that brings out the excitement and the celebrations you're seeing. Last night, Colin, those guys were fist pumping and getting excited. Those aren't fabricated. That's like, hey, this is a lot of fun, and I have a chance to beat some of the best players in the world on live TV. It really makes for good TV, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan McKinnon won the MVP of the Four Nations, your Avalanche center, and I imagine the 6-year-old who aced for his PlayStation was what'd you have, a Sakic sweater, a Forsberg, Wah? Like, who was your guy when you were 6?
I had all the above. Forsberg was my guy. My all-time favorite player was Peter Forsberg, but those were the great years. I mean, gosh, 96 to, obviously 96 to 2001 was amazing, but even 96 to I think 05 when we had Pierre Lacroix as our GM.
Pierre Lacroix.
We were just good every year. We got Teemu Selanne and Paul Kariya and Deadmarsh and these guys after the Stanley Cup. It was so fun to watch. And now it's fun to have it back. Sakic back in management, back in the Avalanche locker room, picking the teams and stuff. It's really it's been a lot of fun. Colorado sports, Denver sports specifically, are really on the rise. The Nuggets, Broncos, Avalanche, they're all really good.
Wyndham, what a pleasure to chat with you. Let's do this more often, okay?
I'd love to. Thanks for having me,
You
guys.
bet. That's Wyndham Clark. Everybody check out again tonight with TGL, the Bay Golf Club against Jupiter Links Golf Club, and then Full Swing Season 3 on Netflix, and obviously next up, Arnold Palmer for you, right? That's next up for you on the tour?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Palmer and then the Players.
Yeah, well, good luck with all of that, man. Good to chat with you. We'll look for more of my calls and texts, and we'll chat soon, sir.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Right, there's Wyndham Clark, everybody, right here. You know what I was thinking when he's talking about Forsberg and Sakic and he's 6 years old? I probably, with Stuart Scott, send him off to school.
For sure. No doubt about it.
On Sports Center. Because that's who we were talking, that's all it was. Was Avalanche and Red Wings, was that the Claude Lemieux, Chris Draper? I can't believe I shook his friggin' hand as his jaw was wired shut. Remember the Wings and the Avalanche? Claude Lemieux was a filthy player. And I just remember all that back in the Sports Center days. Was that it?
That was 96.
That was that
happened.
Right?
Yeah. Let's see where's
I kind of remember doing the Sports Center highlights to that.
Yeah.
And Patrick Waugh and Sakic and Forsberg. That Peter Forsberg scored one of the most important goals of my career. Because remember I told you that story about the New York Times, Sunday New York Times cover where it says Mr. Lonely Nights across my chest.
It's in the bathroom.
I know, yeah. It's in our, because it's a big moment. When you're on the cover of the New York Times Sunday magazine, certainly as the son of Eveline and Joel Eisen, that's a big moment for my life. And then it shows up Mr. Lonely Nights over my chest because the guy who wrote the story, his piece was, there's a whole bunch of single guys who spend their nights till 2, 3 in the morning doing nothing but watching sports, and I'm there for them as Mr. Lonely Nights for them. But at any rate, he followed me to call a game.
Not that you're still holding on to
Not
it.
at all. Not at all. I just see it every single friggin' day. But I called the game that the reporter followed me to call was Expos Padres, and I got to call that game because there was a Game 7 or there wasn't a game 7 because the Avalanche won a series, and it meant that ESPN needed the programming and needed me to call this game. And so I wanted to call this game in the worst way. So I was rooting for the Avalanche that night. Being a Ranger fan, I had, pretty much forgotten, for the exception of 1 year, what it was like to be emotionally invested in a playoff hockey game. And it went to overtime, and Forsberg lit the lamp, and I knew that meant I got to call this game. And I was celebrating probably like a 4-year-old Wyndham Clark.
That's funny.
Yeah. So Forsberg is big in my life as well.
Beast.
Fun stuff. Jeannie Buss making her way to our studio in support of Netflix's Running Point. We might talk a Lakers storyline or two. Is anything going on with the Lakers these days?
Lakers.
Taking on the Mavs tonight.
Huge game.
Yes, indeed, for Luka and the Lakers and the Mavs. 844-204-RICH, number to dial. Andrew Bogish is here with an Infinity Sports Network sports update.
Infinity Sports Network Sports Flash.
And Rich, this update sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Listen up, not all beef jerky is the same. Old Trapper is better for you and higher in essential protein than chips, sugar-filled energy bars, or candy. So ask for Old Trapper by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef? One of the main storylines this NFL offseason is Matthew Stafford's future. A few have suggested the Giants trade for the veteran QB. Giants GM Joe Shane this morning at the Combine.
You have to ask the Rams that. Ask that you can get that from the Rams and let them talk about that. He's under contract with them, so that'd be a question for the Rams.
Shane will at least meet with all the draftable QBs in Indy. Only some will throw for scouts. Shane says he has no problem with the ones who decide to wait for their pro day. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel said this morning Tyreek Hill recently had surgery to repair that lingering wrist issue. They assume he'll be ready in time for training camp. And Falcons GM Terry Fontenot said again today, Kirk Cousins, the plan is to back up Michael Penix. In the NBA last night, the T-Wolves erased a 25-point third-quarter hole, winning in OT in OKC 131-128. Anthony Edwards, 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. I'm Andrew Bogish.
The Infinity Sports Network is on your smart speaker. All you have to say is play Infinity Sports Network.
Insight, info, and trends. And oh yeah, lots of fun along the way. This is WEEI 850 AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
We've all got a thing. Yeah, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
We've all got a thing. Yeah, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-242-3186. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008. With hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-242-3186. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-242-3186. Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
Do you have a special needs child or an older adult in your home? The risk of them leaving the house unnoticed is real and terrifying, but you can protect your loved ones with Vivint Home Security.
Alarm on.
Our child has autism. He doesn't usually elope, but one day he did, and it was the most terrifying moment of our lives.
If I didn't have a home security system, I would have realized way too late he's gone.
Right now, Vivint is offering a free doorbell camera with any new plan, plus free installation and low monthly monitoring plans. Smart locks, lights, cameras, and more make Vivint Home Security the smartest way to protect your family and prevent a tragedy. Vivint is the #1 smart home service provider in the U.S. Protection is just a phone call away. Call 800-953-6693. That's 800-953-6693. Monthly service agreement required for free installation.
Insight, info, and trends to help you win, all in one place. We are 8:50 a.m. Boston, an Odyssey station.
Fantastic. Back on the Rich Eisen Show Radio Network. Play of the Week, presented by Sleep Number, everybody. And I understand this is a weekly award, if you will, but sometimes we have recency bias when it comes to that. The Play of the Week happened last night. And the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Timberwolves trailing by 20 going into the fourth quarter. And by 16 with 3:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Guess what? They force overtime. And in overtime, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he is getting set to give the Oklahoma City Thunder the lead. And with 13.2 seconds left, Anthony Edwards says no. Here's Alan Horton on KFAN 100.3. Hit it.
SGA now with it against Nikhil. They run Nas at him in a double. SGA runs away from that. Attacks down the lane. Rises up. His shot blocked by Anthony Edwards. It's loose in the corner. TJ Shannon's got it. And a whistle. And a timeout is called by Minnesota. Anthony Edwards just saved the day.
He did. What a block, too. And the Timberwolves come up with the win.
Man, they were getting smoked.
They become only the second team in the last 27 years to trail by at least 16 with 4 minutes to go and win. And they're the first team in NBA history, according to OptaStats, to win on the road down by at least 20 entering the fourth quarter against a home team that had an 800 or better winning percentage entering the game on the season. The first team ever to do that. As the Timberwolves kind of raised their hands to say, don't forget about us. They, as you know, had a terrific run last year, but sent Cat to the Knicks and brought in Julius Randle and they've been kind of in a, what would you say, like a stupor all year long of some
Seems like
sort?
DiVincenzo was just getting hot, and then he gets injured, so he's been out for a little while. They just can't seem to get into a rhythm, and the West is so tough and deep. It's, kind of tough to climb out.
Right there with the Clippers for that 6th spot, trying to climb out of the play-in tournament. And let's see if this does spark a Timberwolves run here. It's interesting. Chris Finch, after the game, was complaining about how, because, the Oklahoma City Thunder have the top-ranked defense. He said that they foul a lot. Seems like he's already kind of working the refs right now.
Ooh, I like that.
Brought to you by Sleep Number. That's the play of the week. Sleep better together. Save 40% on the new Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store. It's hour number 1 in the books. Lakers. Governor Jeannie Buss making her way, and it's an overreaction Monday on a Tuesday.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-231-3322. 800-231-3322.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Your old or broken phone can let you down. But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence with a new line on My Plan and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. After all, you don't want your old phone to die on you when you're lost.
Perfect.
Or for your broken phone to glitch at the worst possible time.
Hey, can I get your number? Oh.
Trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
All right, everybody, it's here. The March to Spring Training and Opening Day is officially upon us. Hey, I'm Rob Bradford from Baseball Isn't Boring, and we'll have you covered every single day with instant reactions to late-breaking signings, determining which players are, yes, truly in the best shape of their lives, and behind-the-scenes stories from all the excitement and intrigue that spring training brings. Follow Baseball Isn't Boring in the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Squadron Commander.
Outbound for check.
Plus Soccer Coach.
Bring it in, team.
Submarine Hunter.
Contact acquired.
And Big Sky Hunter.
See the Big Dipper?
Navy health benefits.
Open wide for me.
Plus some everyday perks.
Hey, buddy. I'm home early.
Never missing out. Never missing out.
Happy birthday to
America's
you.
Navy Reserve. It's everything you love about the Navy, plus everything else you just love. Learn more at NavyReserve.com.
More you owe, the more JetBlue can save you. See how easy it is to get started with free information. Let JetBlue show you how 10 minutes could save you thousands. Call now. 800-200-6895. That's 800-200-6895.
I'm just living sky high right now. I'm very thankful for it. And the team at JetBlue are phenomenal. They're able to work with you. They're great.
Call for your free debt resolution information now. 800-200-6895. 800-200-6895.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
And just like that, gold prices hit yet another all-time highs. Investors, central banks, billionaires from all around the world are flocking to own physical gold and silver. And guess what? Your chance to get off the sidelines and join this bull market is right now. My name is Jeremy Blossom. I'm with Advantage Gold, the #1 customer-rated gold company in America. And we have a free gold investment guide to help you understand what's going on and, more importantly, how to own physical gold and silver. All you need to do is call us at 1-800-900-8000 today, and we'll rush you this guide. It's 1-800-900-8000. Get our free gold investment guide and learn why now is the right time to own physical gold and silver. And if you call now, you could also earn up to $1,000 in free silver. What are you waiting for? Get off the sidelines. Call 1-800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
This is The Bet, WEEI, 850 AM, Boston. Part of the Bet MGM Network. An Odyssey sports station and Boston's home for wagertainment. Always
spring training.
And it is gone! Boston strong!
On the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
Getting you ready for the 2025 season. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Cooper Boardman.
The sun is back out. We're in Northport, Florida, and the Red Sox visit the Atlanta Braves in Grapefruit League action. Today, Sean Newcomb takes the ball for the Sox, opposed by Reynaldo Lopez, breakout star for the Braves a season ago. Jarren Duran makes his spring debut for the Sox. Cedon Rafaela, David Hamilton, and Tristan Casas, along with Trevor Story, in the lineup for the Sox today. It is an absolutely beautiful sunshiny day in Northport, Florida. Cooper Boardman joins. He'll have the lineups. We'll have the first pitch right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Hey, it's Chris Shyman. I'm just here thinking I did something spectacular when I dropped 45 pounds. But then Steve pops in and he dropped a whopping 150 pounds with Awaken 180 weight loss.
I got started because I was sick and tired of just being sick and tired all the time. Wanted more from life, and I knew that at my size, I wasn't being who I could be, who I want to be for not only myself, but for my wife. And I was like, something has got to change and it's got to start soon. I mean, the program is so easy. Everything is really written down for you on your first day. Having someone there to help you and also keep you accountable, just having that someone to talk to, and even the fact that Awaken 180 offers free maintenance for life is amazing because our lives change on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And sometimes you need help figuring it out because keeping the weight off is a lifetime commitment.
A lifetime commitment is what you'll receive with Awaken 180. 45 pounds to lose like I did, or over 100 pounds like Steve, Awaken 180 can get you there and keep you there. Free support for life online at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Visit the 99 restaurant Monday through Wednesday for their newest big deal meal. Your favorite chicken and sausage al forno is back at the Nines for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. You gotta love the Nines.
We're right back to the Sox. You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Back in Northport, here at the home of the Atlanta Braves, CoolToday Park. Cooper Borden back with you. Will Fleming in just a moment. We're going to actually play some baseball today. For the Boston Red Sox and Atlanta Braves, game number 3 of the spring training slate. Sox at 1-1, Braves at 0-2. Atlanta taking the field. They're part of a split squad today. Most of their regulars and best players are in the lineup here at home, as it usually is. And they line up this way with Jared Kelenic, the right fielder, leading off. Austin Riley, the third baseman, bats second. Matt Olson hits third, the first baseman. And then Marcell Ozuna, the cleanup man and designated hitter. Really 1 through 6 in their lineup is what their opening day lineup is going to be. Michael Harris, the center fielder, bats 5th. Sean Murphy, the catcher, bats 6th before Connor Capel, the left fielder, hits 7th. Nick Allen hits 8th, the shortstop. And Christian Cairo, son of longtime major leaguer Miguel Cairo, the second baseman, bats 9th with Reynaldo Lopez on the mound. Right-hander who had a Cy Young candidacy case against his teammate Chris Sale for a lot of 2024 before an injury forced him to miss a month, but he was excellent. He faces this Red Sox lineup. Jarren Duran in there for the first time this spring. The left fielder leads off. Trevor Story hits second, the designated hitter today. Tristan Casas is the first baseman batting third. Abraham Toro hits 4th and plays third base. Vaughn Grissom in the 5-hole in the second base conversation continues. He plays there today. David Hamilton in the same conversation plays short. He bats 6th. Cedar Rafaela is the 7-hitter in center field today. Carlos Narvaez does the catching and bats 8th. Trace Thompson is the right fielder, batting 9th with Sean Newcomb on the mound for the Red Sox. 74 degrees, a light breeze blowing in towards the right side of the diamond. Blue sky overhead after downpour yesterday forced the cancellation, but I think we're actually going to play baseball today. And Jarren Duran is in the left-hand box to prove it against Reynaldo Lopez. And as those two get ready, so too does Will Fleming.
Hey, thanks so much, Coop. Great to be with you. And yes, nice to actually have a ball game today. The Red Sox in the traveling red tops over gray pants. And here is breakout star Jarren Duran in the left-handed batter's box. Lopez throws in the first pitch of the ball game. Misses a little bit low with a 91-mile-an-hour sinking fastball. And it is 1-0 to Duran. What a year in 24. All-star. Just lit the world on fire. Led baseball in doubles and triples as he takes a 1-0 pitch outside, and it's 2-0. 48 doubles, 14 triples. Stole 34 bases. Got on base at a 342 clip. An OPS of 834. He was a true game changer. The 2-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from 24 All-Star Reynaldo Lopez. Braves on the infield played Duran to pull a little bit under beautiful blue skies. Some cottony clouds overhead. The 2-1 is fouled off. On the third base side, it is 2-2. An encore season for Duran. What will that look like? We talked to Alex Cora about it before the game, and they really want him to be a little bit better against left-handed pitching. There was not much you could point to that needed any improvement for Duran, as the 2-2 is a slider that misses outside. Good take for Jarren, and it's 3-2. Alex Bregman has been so vocal about Duran being one of the main reasons he was drawn to Boston, that watching him from the other side just let the world on fire. 3-2 is a pop-up foul on the third base side. Jarren has been dealing with a little left calf discomfort, but no big deal. He's in there today. And while the Red Sox are pushing their regulars longer into games this year, they do want to take it easy and not force the issue with any nagging maladies. A lot of those in camp early this spring. The 3-2 is ripped high in the air into left center field, but it'll hang up for the Braves center fielder Michael Harris II. He's there to make the play. And there's one away.
Give you the Atlanta defensive alignment. Matt Olson is the first baseman. Christian Cairo plays second. Austin Riley at third. And Nick Allen is the shortstop. Outfield left to right. Connor Capel, Michael Harris, and Jared Kelenic. Sean Murphy does the catching for Lopez.
Braves have more question marks in their starting rotation this year than they have in so long. Of course, Chris Sale returns as the Cy Young winner. Here is Story, who takes a strike on the outside corner. Spencer Strider, the young star, coming back from internal brace procedure, something Story is very familiar with. He's a ways away from joining this club. The 0-1 is a chopper foul outside of third, and quickly 0-2. Lopez figures to be a huge part of their rotation, but no more Max Fried. He, of course, signed a big free agent deal with the New York Yankees. Brian Snitker returns. I mean, the Braves, for the better part of this decade, were the class of the National League. 6 straight division championships in the East. The 0-2 is a pop-up off the end of the bat from Story. Back on it goes Cairo, and in the right fielder, Kelnick. And on the run, Jared Kelnick is there to make the play, 2 down. But, of course, now Juan Soto in their division, and the NL East with the Phillies, Mets, and Braves is just about the most competitive division in the sport.
I honestly think, and as you look out on the diamond and you see Riley and Harris and Olsen and Murphy and Lopez on the mound, I honestly think that the Braves have become underrated in that division.
Here's Tristan Casas, left-handed slugger. He takes a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 down in the top of the first. Will Fleming, Cooper Boardman here in Northport, the beautiful spring home of these Atlanta Braves. Perennial contenders. 0-1 pitch is a little bit outside. It's 1-1. Ronald Acuna is about a month away from returning into the fold for the Braves. ACL surgery a year ago. One of the great, bright young stars in all of baseball. But he's just been unable of late to stay on the field. 1-1 to Casas is a little bit low and outside. Change up that missed, and it's 2-1.
There's probably no team in baseball that had a season derailed more by injury than the Atlanta Braves last year.
Lost a wild card series to the Padres a season ago, 89-73, as Casas takes the ball inside, and it's 3-1. Alex Anthopoulos, their great team president, sort of set the marker in the game for extending young players like Acuna and Albies, and made the big swinging trades for Murphy and Olsen. They are loaded, these Braves. Of course, Chris Sale was everything they could have ever dreamed of and more. 3 balls and a strike to Casas. 2 down in the first. Lopez throws, and Tristan takes a ball a little bit low. Chris Siegel's the home plate umpire today, and Tristan, ever discerning at the plate, takes a 5-pitch walk, and he's the first base runner of the game.
I am incredibly excited to watch Tristan Casas in road games this year, because the Casas versus ABS will be like a titanic battle.
Down here in spring training, you have to have a minor league team in your ballpark to have that technology in place, and you know that Tristan will use it. Here's the pitch to Abraham Toro, left-handed hitter, a strike on the outside corner. And it is 0-1. Abraham played in the opener, 1 for 3. Casas, no threat to run, although he does take a pretty aggressive lead away from first base. Everything he does intentional. Tristan, the 0-1, is a pop-up foul on the third base side. Red Sox expecting Rafi Devers to take live batting practice later this week. He took ground balls at third today at Fenway Park, the story that has captured all of Boston's attention. Alex said he hopes that Rafi will play in games the middle of next week. 0-2 to Toro, but first to throw to first, targeting Wednesday the 6th for Devers to be in there. Alex said he's going to play third base. Maybe not all the time, but he will either be the third baseman or the designated hitter as the positional battles rage on in camp. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He got him, did Lopez, and good changeup retires Toro. And the Sox go down in the top of the first. Sean Newcomb, the Brockton boy, is on the mound when we come back. Sox and Braves scoreless after half an inning on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
Looking for new, highly durable, and low-maintenance windows? Look no further. Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington to see the Sierra Pacific H3 windows. With the Sierra Pacific H3 windows, you can choose from 50 exterior colors and 8 interior wood species. And each window is protected by low-maintenance, highly durable exterior cladding that will stand up to the harsh New England weather for years to come. CCL and Sierra Pacific Windows. Nobody's ever built a window like this before. Go to cclco.com to learn more. cclco.com.
This is Ty Law, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Aviva Trattoria serves beloved Italian classics and is the perfect place to get together with family and friends. Enjoy fresh-made bolognese, marsala, piccata, and fried Montanera pizza prepared in our scratch kitchens from fresh local ingredients. Relax at the bar with the signature cocktail, now featuring my own Corvus Vodka, the official vodka of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Watch the action from the scratch kitchens or book a private event. Visit avivatrattoria.com or stop by any Aviva location near you.
Your old or broken phone can let you down, but at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence with a new line on My Plan and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. After all, you don't want your old phone to die on you when you're lost.
Perfect.
Or for your broken phone to glitch at the worst possible time.
Hey, can I get your number? Oh.
Trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Now, back to the game on WEEI.
Sean Newcomb is on the mound, a local kid, left-hander, the first time in a Red Sox uniform. You'll see the left-handed hitting Jared Kelnick as the first pitch in his Red Sox tenure. Here's a fastball that misses low and outside for ball one. So long, linked with the Red Sox, a hometown kid. 11 years ago, a first-round pick of the LA Angels is Newcomb from Brockton. Misses with a fastball outside, and it's 2-0. No longer has the electric sort of overpowering stuff that defined his early career. The 2-0 is a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. All of a sudden, the Red Sox having some depth issues in their starting rotation with Bayo behind schedule. Real concern around Cutter Crawford. The 2-1 pitch is a chopper on the right side. Casas comes in. Newcomb a little late to cover, but a flip in time as Sean steps on the bag. Kelnick can run well. It was a close play, but handled well, one away.
Red Sox defense. You just heard Casas at first, Vaughn Grissom at second, right next to him. Two buddies. Third baseman Abraham Toro. David Hamilton gets the start at short. Jaron Duran out in left. Cedon Rafaela in center. And Trace Thompson gets the start in right with Carlos Narvaez, the battery mate of Newcomb.
Man who spent the majority of his major league career with these Atlanta Braves. Debuted in 2017. He's bounced around a bunch since. Cubs and a couple seasons with the Oakland A's last year. Between AAA and the big leagues is Austin Riley, the big, strong right-hander. Skies a pitch high and deep into right center field, and camping out underneath it is Trace Thompson. Cedon right by him, and he makes the catch, 2 down.
You wonder, is this the way you want to start spring? Riley, Olsen, Ozuna, Harris, Murphy. I'm good.
Yeah, a test for Newcomb, and I think the Red Sox will like that. It's so often in these games you don't get a real read whether or not stuff plays. Here's Matt Olson. What a monster he's been for the Braves. A fastball for a strike on the inside corner. I think in the end, both the Braves and the Dodgers happy with the results of Freeman and Olson. The 0-1 pitch is a strike on the inside corner. I mean, Matt Olson, talk about big shoes to fill. They traded for him before Freddie Freeman was gone off the roster, and Olson emerged as like the best left-handed hitter in the game. The 0-2 pitch is a little bit outside. True power for this left-handed monster. He took a pitch from Newcomb, and it's 1-2. Of course, Freeman instrumental in the Dodgers World Championship run a season ago. 1-2 pitch to Olson is low and in, a fastball, and it's 2-2. I think if the Red Sox could dream big, they would hope that the man who today plays first base for them, Tristan Casas, becomes this kind of a player in Matt Olson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is a little bit high with a fastball, and it's 3-2. I mean, early in Tristan's career, there were some comparable numbers in terms of slugging, output, home runs. Here's the 3-2. And it is a soft ground ball foul on the first base side.
And it's a comparable approach at the plate, right? It's deep in counts, it's walks, it's high on base. It is the best version of what we dreamed Tristan Casas could be.
2 down in the bottom of the first. Scoreless Sox and Braves. Sean Newcomb throws, and a fastball drilled high and deep down the left field line toward the corner. A sliding attempt down there. Unable to make the play is Duran, a foul ball. And it stays 3-2. This is the alignment the Red Sox are going to go with I think from the jump in the regular season, they've committed to Cedon in center field. Duran's going to play a lot of left. There is real concern about Wilyer Abreu and whether or not he will be able to start the season with the Sox. This GI illness that he's got just will not go away. Getting more lab work, results coming in the days to come. He apparently can't start full baseball activities, Wilyer, but he's back in the facility at least at JetBlue. 3-2 to Olsen as he calls time. Since coming to Atlanta in 2022, 34 homers, 54 homers, and then 29 homers in 162 games played for Olsen as he is rung up with a fastball on the outside corner, and a good start for Sean Newcomb here in Northport. After an inning, no score, Sox and Braves of the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Save on sirloin steak and ground turkey today at Shaw's and Star Market. Now through Thursday, get value pack beef petite sirloin steak or 99% lean Shady Brook Farms ground turkey. Both just $3.97 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. USDA choice sirloin steak and ground turkey now on sale. Shaw's and Star Market. Perfecting the art of fresh.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Oh, up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
WEEI Radio is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Fees. Other restrictions apply.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Vaughn Grissom to lead it off against Ronaldo Lopez, top of the second. Sox and Braves in the Grapefruit League. Right-handed hitting Grissom, who's looked really good early in camp, takes a fastball for a strike. Of course, Vaughn is competing for the second base job with Christian Campbell, with David Hamilton, maybe with Alex Bregman. That storyline is the talk of camp. Raffy Devers met with the writers today down in Fort Myers as the 0-1 pitch. He swung on and missed a strike to Grissom, and it's 0-2. And Raffy sort of elaborated and I think really smoothed things over with Chris Cotillo and others. The 0-2 is popped high down the right field line, drifting toward the corner and foul, hit well but out of play. And it stays 0-2 to Vaughn Grissom. Raffy said, I really don't know why this is becoming such a big story. We're a team. We communicate with each other. The most important thing is that we win. That's where I stand. It seems like maybe there's been some conversations internally about how better to handle this ongoing conversation about who will play third and who will be the second baseman. Vaughn Grissom hopes he's the answer to the second part of that. The 0-2 is strike 3 called. Fastball on the corner, and Vaughn is gone. Here's one away. Raffy went on to say, I feel like I said everything I needed to say that day when he first spoke. I still feel the same way. I'm not frustrated. I don't have the need to be frustrated about anything with anybody. My family is good. My kids are good. I have no reason to be frustrated about anything. So that's more the sort of theme, I think, the tone that the Red Sox are hoping for from one of their big leaders. David Hamilton swings and misses at a first pitch breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
I think, too, the other part of his conversation today was about Alex Cora. Alex is my manager. Alex makes the decisions. I have no problem with Alex Cora. And, look, you and I have been here. We both know that that's the case. But I do think there's value in the idea that, you know, it's one thing for us to know that it's true. It's another thing for him to actually say it. And you know, that was an important thing, I think, for this team where it is right now.
0-1 to David Hamilton. Noticeably bigger this spring. He swings and misses at another off-speed pitch. Back-to-back there, and it's 0-2. David was so vocal yesterday, talking about how much it would mean to him to be a part of this team this season. Said he's lived and breathed it his whole life. He kills for it. The 0-2 is drilled into the gap in left center field, and that is going to get down for a hit. Hamilton rounds first. He heads to second. Harris's throw is not in time. A head-first slide for Hamilton. Bang, bang play. Good slide and a one-out double.
Oh, you said it. What he said yesterday about how badly he wants to be on the major league roster. He's a really interesting guy as a person because he's a quiet guy. He is not somebody that you hear from every single day. He just puts his head down. He plays baseball, and he is perhaps the most silently competitive guy they have in this organization.
Here's Cedon Rafael, a right-handed hitter. He drills one on the ground to third. It is picked there by Riley. He comes up throwing in time. And Cedon is gone for out number 2. Hamilton was a hugely impactful player when in there for the Red Sox, especially once he shifted over to second base. Speed, power, some clutch moments. Here's Carlos Narvaez, who made such a great impression in his spring debut in Port Charlotte.
And I think, people look at him as the guy who stole 33 bases, and they should. They look at him as the fast guy on the roster. He was a very, very good minor league hitter, and he was a good major league hitter for the better part of a month and a half last year.
There's Carlos Narvaez, right-handed hitter, off-season acquisition. He takes a little bit inside slider that missed. And it is 1-0. Chatted with Carlos in the Red Sox dugout before the game today, and he's just absolutely over the moon excited to be part of what is building here in Boston. 1-0. Pitch. He is swung on and fouled back. He spent a month in the Venezuelan winter leagues. Makes his home in the offseason in Miami. He's talked a lot about flattening his swing. The Yankees tried to emphasize launch angle like so many have in the game, but tries to be more on plane and finds himself in a really comfortable place offensively. 2 down in the top of the second, Sox and the Braves with Hamilton at second. Scoreless game. Narvaez trying to change that, and he fouls a 1-1 pitch off on the first base side. And it is 1-2. He said he got the call that he had been moved from the Yankees, and he was very nervous about where he might land because he says, I prioritize winning over everything else. And then I heard it was Boston and immediately turned the page. 1-2. Hamilton dancing around at second. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball on the left side. It is backhanded there in the hole by the shortstop, Allen. He throws to first in time to get Narvaez. And the inning is over. Hamilton doubles, but he is stranded. Inning and a half in the books. No score. On the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Hey, it's Greg, and we are thrilled to have wrapped up yet another year of partnership with Chick-fil-A through the Community Heroes program. Over $22,000 was donated to various organizations, and if you'd like to nominate somebody in your community, just go to thegreghillfoundation.org/heroes.
The Subaru of New England, Washington's birthday sales event is here. Feel the freedom of driving the 2025 Subaru Forester with symmetrical all-wheel drive for all-weather adventure. Buy with 3.9% financing or lease for just $319 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Feel the freedom when you're driving in a Subaru. Come on!
After you use Bounce Dryer Sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on your every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on it. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on it. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer Sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Sean Newcomb back on the mound for the bottom of the second. Red Sox and the Braves are scoreless. Braves will send their DH Marcell Ozuna. Another breakout season for him. An enormous, almost MVP run year for Ozuna. Embroiled in all kinds of off-the-field controversy the last couple of seasons, but he was an absolute monster in the batter's box a season ago for these Braves. Right-handed slugger digs in. Newcomb fires, and Marcell swings and misses at a fastball. And it is 0-1. The Red Sox seeing these Braves in Northport for the first time. Braves have made the playoffs 7 straight seasons. The 0-1 pitch misses a little bit low. And it's 1-1. That is the second longest stretch in their franchise history, going back to the 90s, where they made 14 consecutive trips to the playoffs. All those wonderful teams. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. Fred McGriff was here today. He brought the Braves lineup card out. Fred was instrumental in a lot of those playoff teams, and, of course, the 95 championship that the Braves did win. Fred, the crime dog, just an unbelievable hitter. 2-1 is drilled high and deep down the left field line, and it is foul. That was almost out of here, but Ozuna yanked it a little bit. It's 2-2.
I was curious what his contract was. He's a $16 million a year designated hitter. He makes less than Kyle Schwarber does. That is and you look up and down this lineup, that's a good deal. There are a lot of good deals in this lineup.
That's the thing about Alex Anthopoulos. The 2-2 is strike 3 called. People think he's got like voodoo dolls for all these players, for the terms he gets these players to agree to. They are so team friendly, so many of these contracts.
The funny part is, you go to Atlanta right now and you listen to the narrative around them coming into this season. They didn't spend a whole lot in free agency. They got Jurickson Profar on a relatively low AAV deal. People are not happy they haven't spent enough money.
Here's Michael Harris. The arms race in the National League and throughout baseball, with the Mets and Dodgers doing what they're doing, and Dave Dombrowski freewheeling and spending. But Alex Anthopoulos feels very confident in the group they have, especially once Strider and Acuna get back. The 1-0 pitch misses outside. And they lost Travis d'Arnaud. He signed a deal with the LA Angels, but Murphy is their everyday catcher. They are loaded up and down, with Sale anchoring the rotation. With Strider back in the fold, you're right, it's as deep a team as you could see. The 2-0 pitch is a ground ball on the right side. Grissom, a little late with a dive. It's into center field. That's a base hit. File that one away. It's one of those micro moments where Grissom is over there at second base. He's not the rangiest or quickest second baseman. I think that's a play maybe David Hamilton might have been closer to at second. As it is, Harris shoots one into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, it was clear watching Grissom last year. He was significantly better going left than he was to his right.
So here is Sean Murphy, who in some ways is the best two-way catcher in the game. The pitch to him is a little bit inside. Cal Raleigh with the Mariners, a lot of people might say those two are the best catchers in the game, along with Salvador Perez. And then the Brewers catcher Contreras is phenomenal. The 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. But the point is, Murphy has solidified this position for these Braves, and so effortlessly manages their staff. 1-1 from Newcomb to Murphy. No score in the bottom of the second. Will Fleming and Cooper Boardman here in Northport. The 1-1. Check swing. He definitely went around on a changeup, and appeal to first base says yes, that was a swing. It's 1-2. Alex Bregman joined the morning show. Greg Hill unable to make the trip for now, but Chris and Courtney and Wiggy were down at JetBlue, and Alex came on with them. Had some very interesting things to say. 1-2 is a throw from Narvaez on a fastball that missed outside, not in time to get Harris. We'll get you some of that sound from Bregman, who talks so much about the thing that's on everybody's mind, what's going on at third base, the sort of drama around who will play there, him or Devers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alex Cora joined them as well, and sort of enthusiasm jumping off the page as Murphy swings and misses at a really good pitch from Newcomb. 2 down. So here was Bregman talking about the drama at third.
To be honest, it's an honor to be Rafi's teammate. I've admired watching him play for so long from across the field, and I feel like this has been talked about way more in the media than it has at all in the clubhouse. We've all just been kind of keeping our head down, getting to work, and I'll play anywhere. I truly mean it, and whatever AC and wherever he tells me to play, I'll be ready to play.
It's just more perfect tone from Alex Bregman, who's been a superstar in camp for the Sox. 0-1 to Connor Capel, left-handed hitter from Newcomb. The next one drilled high and deep down the left field line, slicing toward the corner and fouled. Duran pulled up at the last minute. The last section of seats down there on the lower level jut out right near the line, and I think everyone in that Red Sox dugout is happy that Jarren just put on the brakes and didn't try to do too much.
Yeah, it's the second time he's gone full Jarren Duran towards that wall, and I know he plays one way. I would like him to play a second way, just in this exact moment.
Spring training, no reason to push it. Bregman talks so much about how Duran impresses him, plays with his hair on fire. But everything Alex said to our friends on the morning show this morning just echoes everything we've heard from him in camp. He says and does all the right things. At one point, he pushed back on the idea that he was brought in just for leadership. He said, I can still play a little bit too. 0-2, the pitch is on the ground to second. Grissom has it. Throws to first. Well done. And the inning is over. After two, Newcomb really good for the Red Sox. No score in Northport on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. Find out how fast and inexpensive it is to keep your basement dry for good. Don't let rain cause damage to your home. Call 1-800-BUSY-DOG or visit 1-800-BUSYDOG.com and keep your basement dry for good.
Hey, Lou Maloney here. Joint pain sucks. It's not the most technical term, I know, but the word fits. Best part is I talked Ortho Laser into using it. Why? Because joint pain sucks the joy out of exercise, the fun out of playing with your kids, the ease out of shoveling the driveway, even simple stuff like getting out of bed or reaching into the cabinet. My advice, ease your pain, heal your pain with Ortho Laser New England. Their FDA-approved robotic laser uses targeted light therapy to stimulate your body's natural healing process. It helps your body heal the joint that gave up days, weeks, or even years ago. Ortho Laser New England is your answer for any joint, new injury, old injury, even arthritis. And here's the best part. Treatments cost hundreds, not thousands. So do what I did for my elbow. Schedule your free consultation at any Massachusetts or New Hampshire location. For your pain-free joint visit, ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z, NE.com.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Scoreless after two in Northport. Trace Thompson to lead it off for the Red Sox as Jake Diekman, our old friend, is on to the mound. It'll be Thompson, Duran, and Story. And thrilled for the first time this spring to introduce you on the play-by-play. Here is Cooper Boardman.
Will Fleming, thank you very much. Here we go. Jake Diekman still throwing, huh? Against Trace Thompson, 9-1-2 in the Red Sox lineup on a perfect day from Northport, Florida, just north of Fort Myers. The lefty Diekman deals way outside to Trace Thompson. Right-hand hitting right fielder, followed by Duran and Story. Second at bats for the top of the lineup coming against the second arm. Reynaldo Lopez, as he was last year, was excellent once again today. And fastball swung on and missed by Thompson. Count 1-1 strike. 38-year-old Jake Diekman. 9 major league teams, 2022 with the Red Sox. Lefty kicks and fires a fastball right on the outer edge. 94 at 38 years old on the fastball for Jake Diekman. Tall right hand hitting Trace Thompson all the way back in the box. Knees slightly bent. And he swings and slices it foul off to the right. Diekman's Red Sox tenure ended with the Reese McGuire trade to the White Sox at the 2022 deadline. Spent last year with the Mets, 43 games, ERA well above 5, was designated for assignment before September. And signed with the Braves. 1-2, swung on and missed, went high with the fastball at 93, and Thompson's down swinging.
He's always had electric stuff, and in fact, right after he left the Red Sox, he found a way to stop walking the universe and went to Tampa and had an awesome season from the left side. And as you said with the Mets a year ago, it did not go well. But guys like this who throw that hard from the left side are always going to get looks.
And now Jarren Duran. So this is left on left. And you talk about minute battles over the course of camp. This is the kind of battle that matters for Jarren. He takes a fastball right down the middle, 93 from the left-hander. And the Red Sox are looking at Jarren. They're looking at Tristan Casas in particular to play every single day against left-handed pitching. Jarren takes a slider way outside, never close, 1-1. Jarren got on base against left-handers last year. One of the many reasons why he was an all-star. But the extra base power that he showed against the righties, as he takes another breaking ball way out there, 2-1. The extra base power against left-handed pitchers wasn't there, which you expected in your first year in the big leagues in full as a leadoff hitter and kind of the face of a team in many ways. But now they need him to be that guy. 2-1. And Jarren takes all the way inside, 3-1.
Well, it's no secret that the Red Sox are too left-handed in their lineup, and so they need people like Jarren and Tristan and Wilyer Abreu to be able to handle it a little bit more against lefties.
3-1. And he takes a fastball in the outside corner, 3-2. The other part of it is pitch selection, right? This is a patient at bat. Saw a couple of breaking balls away. And now you get 3-2. Left on left. Pitch is swung on. Line center field. Sinking down for a hit for Jarren Duran. Takes his turnaround first. Decides to walk back there. And he's got a one-out single in the third inning off of a lefty, Jake Diekman.
That was one of the real joys of last year. Plays like that. Swings like that. Where I think if it's in the regular season, Jarren is probably flying around first base and at least testing Harris to make a better throw. I've never seen really almost anybody like him, where anything that's 5 feet away from an outfielder, he's thinking about 2 or 3 bags. It is really such a treat to watch.
Oh, usually guys get to first base, then decide they're going to go to second. He decides he's going to second base and then decides to stop. Swing and a miss. First pitch to Trevor Story on a fastball from the lefty Diekman.
Well, you talked about Duran and Tristan hitting lefties. This is the guy in Trevor that should destroy them. I mean, Bregman has done it in his career, but Trevor, before he came to Boston, was like the best hitter in the sport against lefties.
Takes an 0-1 breaking ball for a strike, 0-2.
So they need that. I mean, it just balances the lineup so much if he can return to form.
And the reality is, the way the Red Sox most dangerous hitters set up, Trevor's going to have to see left-handers at some point late in games. Takes an 0-2 and chops it left side, foul. Past third and Austin Riley. And you think about it, and we don't know how the lineup exactly is going to shake out, but you're going to bring in the left-hander to face Casas. And theoretically, that leaves the left-hander in for Trevor Story if he's in the 5 spot. But you're right. In so many ways, the offensive season hinges on him. 0-2 is swung on, fouled in and out of the mid of the catcher, Murphy.
That's why Bregman is so important in so many ways. Just one more right-handed hitter balances everything out so much, where you just don't worry about those situations you're talking about, stacking all these lefties in a row where, while there might not be a lot of left-handed starters in the Red Sox division, there's some big power bullpen arms, and that was a real problem a year ago.
0-2. Story takes low. And then, what it also allows Alex Cora to do is something that he did not have the luxury of doing last year, which is he can use his right-handed pinch hitters off the bench for the bottom of the lineup only. And you create the platoon advantage 7 through 9. 1-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball. That Story chased up near the eyes. And there's 2 down for Diekman in the third.
I think that's a really good point, Coop. And it's something that I think went in a lot of ways under the radar for the Red Sox, where how good Romy Gonzalez and Rob Refsnyder were coming off the bench in pinch hitting situations. But it's the sign of a better team where you're not going to have to lean on them as consistently as you did a season ago. It's real depth on the bench.
Duran off first. Tristan Casas bats, and he hits a fly ball foul high off to the left.
I love it when he swings at the first pitch. I think it's something that needs to continue to be a big part of his evolution. We know that the strike zone feel is such a part of his game, but I think he takes a lot of strikes early in counts that he could do damage on.
Especially left on left, because the reality of these matchups, especially if he's a Red Sox cleanup hitter on a day-to-day basis, he's not going to see a lot of fastballs from this side. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And right on cue, there's a bending slider. Costas got a piece of it, and the count's 0-2. But Alex Cora said Tristan's going to hit against left-handed pitching this year. Tristan Casas said, I want the at-bats against left-handed pitching. 2 down, man off first, the 0-2. Is swung on, hit high in the air to left field. Looks like Connor Capel has it sized up. He's in, he makes a catch to finish off the inning. Duran singles, nothing more. We go to the bottom of the third inning in Northport between the Red Sox and the Braves. No score on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
Winter weather can be frightful, but Shaws and Star Market's pickup and delivery, delightful. To help with snow days and driving delays, Shaws and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's right, just order ahead and Shaws and Star Market will have your groceries ready for you curbside, or they can deliver right to your door. These convenient pickup and delivery services are available year-round to help you when you need it most. Download the app now. Shaws and Star Market can save you time and money.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
Hey, not to be dramatic, but you should smell this. It smells so good.
Whoa, that's quite the reaction to mixing and matching Gain scents. Let's hear another from Ashley, who mixed Gain products and went...
I'm so excited.
Yes, you are. What about you, Isaiah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and Emily summed it up like so.
It is just chef's kiss.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network. This is WEEI.
Folks, suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your Red Sox gear. Bottom three at the spring training home of the Atlanta Braves, CoolToday Park in Northport. And the Red Sox in a scoreless game against Atlanta go to the bullpen for the first time. And here comes right-hander Luis Guerrero against the 8-man Nick Allen. Switch hitter batting right. Right-hander Guerrero fires in a fastball low and away, 95 miles an hour. Luis is going to see 8-9-1, two right-handers, and then the left-hand hitting Jared Kelenic, 1-0. Swing, and it's fouled right on back, 1-1. Guerrero was impressive the other day. Scoreless inning, 3 strikeouts. Okay, for every out he recorded 3 days ago. Now, he seems to have an inside track to be in this bullpen on opening day. 1-1. Fastball outside, 2 balls and a strike. There's 98 from the right-hander.
I don't think there's any question. And one thing that is great about Alex Cora is you can really earn loyalty and credibility with him by doing it at the big league level. And Luis certainly did that when he came up.
Pitch is swung on, line left field, base hit for Nick Allen through the hole on the left-hand side. That's a leadoff knock against Guerrero.
I think that's probably the next step in his evolution. That was a little bit of a hanging slider, but the swing and miss stuff last year was just elite. And that's everything that Craig Breslow, Andrew Bailey are looking for. This guy fits the profile of the pitchers they seek, and I'm with you. I think it would be a real upset if he did not break with this team.
Leadoff man on. Now the right-hand hitting second baseman Christian Cairo. He takes a fastball inside, son of Miggy. 17-year Major League vet. Outfield play straight away. Third baseman Abraham Toro just inside the bag on the left-hand side for the right-hand hitter. Takes slider that's swept across the zone for a strike, 1-1. That's a big pitch for him. They worked last year a lot with him. When he got to AAA, he really didn't have anything beyond 98. Not that that's not good. But they worked with him throughout the year on that pitch. 1-1. He threw it again. Slider down and away in the dirt. 2-1. Something with a little bit more sweep as opposed to the slider that he walked into AAA with, which was closer to nose to toes of a curveball. And it changed his life. He went from a guy that threw hard and didn't have much else to a guy that got out hitters, especially from the right side, consistently. 2-1, swung on, line right at Hamilton. He snares it. Looks at first. Allen is back there. And David Hamilton showing the quick reflexes on a hop to take a base hit away from Cairo. 2 hard pieces of contact. Allen's single, Cairo's line out. Now left-hand hitting Jared Kelnick. And this is the spot when we talk about Luis Guerrero and what his ceiling can be and how consistently he can be a guy that Alex Cora relies upon. This is the kind of thing that he's going to have to do as much as possible, which is get left-handed hitters out. First pitch is swung on, popped high down the left field line. Hooks. Foul out of play.
Well, I appreciate what you're saying about him getting out lefties, but my brain is scrambled right now. I'm having a hard time processing this score sheet that you have. It's unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. It looks sort of like a basketball stat sheet.
Yeah.
Did you make this yourself?
I did.
Yeah.
It's an art project.
It's red on the left, a little gray on the
well,
right.
It's like I have nothing to do for 6 months.
But there are no boxes.
0-2.
You got the innings, 1 through 11, and that's where you score each.
Yeah, it's a Morse code
appearance.
situation.
Yeah.
You know?
I've never seen anything like this. You know what? I like it. Blaze your own trail.
I appreciate the stamp of approval here. Pitch is outside to Kelnick, 1-2.
Keeping track of balls and strikes, too. I have made a career choice in these games. I'm not scoring them. I'm not doing it. There's a live scorecard that does it.
1-2's inside, 2-2.
But if I chose to, I would not be able to on that sheet. It just wouldn't make sense.
This was like a foreign language
That's
to you.
worse than scoring it myself. I would say Kelnick hit 4 home runs in the second inning.
Man on first, 1 down. And a 2-2 from Guerrero. That swung on, chopped, foul, first base side.
Because everybody has their own way, their own style of scoring. How did you land on this one?
You know, I've been doing it for a long time, and it's just kind of evolved. And that's the thing is like I don't even know how to score. I know how to score a game traditionally, but I don't know how to do it the way that you do it now.
Yeah,
2-2, swing it again.
Well, this is
foul.
the key. I don't do it.
So you're right. I have no idea how to do that.
Just put the pens away. I will do it in the regular season. I started scoring last year on the iPad, which I love. It means you take one thing and you got everything with you. You can never forget your scorebook or lose pens and highlighters and all that stuff. But in the spring, I just let the internet do it all for me.
Check out first. Nick Allen slides back safely. You're here for vibes.
Well, plus, in the days when we don't have Al Hernandez with us, the beautiful thing is these online tools, they update immediately with all the changes. So you're not scrambling and crossing off people's names.
2-2. Kelnick again chops it foul.
But I wouldn't know where to even cross off the names on your scorecard. It might as well be a menu at Denny's.
No, if this blew out the window right now, I would forget the English language.
Whatever works, Coop.
Nick Allen leads off first. One down to the pitch is swung on and missed. Luis Guerrero wins a long battle with Jared Kelnick. He gets a lefty out on that changeup. And they're two-way in the third.
He looks good again. I think the sharpness of the slider after that hanger is impressive, but Alex Cora just raves about him. And this is something that Alex has done since he came to Boston, since he's been a manager. He has his guys in the bullpen. Luis is one of those for sure.
Austin Riley takes a strike. Well, and the truth is, you and I both know this, if you watch baseball consistently, you realize that the best teams throw hard. It's not that deep. 0-1, low and away, 1-1.
Well, and that's been a point of emphasis for Craig Breslow. From the minute the season ended last year, they wanted to get more velocity. It's not an accident. They brought Chapman, Crochet, Wilson, all these guys who miss a ton of bats.
Man off first, 2 down for Luis Guerrero. Pitch is outside, 2-1.
I think it's why they were so in on Blake Snell. They were surprised that he got the deal and took the deal that he did. But I think if you gave Craig Breslow some truth serum and you said, what would be your perfect offseason? I think it would have been both Snell and Crochet. Swing and miss from the left side.
2-1. Austin Riley takes out outside, 3-1. Red Sox were in the bottom 10 of the league in average fastball velocity among their bullpen guys last year. And Alex Cora's word was monsters. I need monsters in my bullpen. Pitch is swung on and missed. Good off speed low that Riley chases, 3-2. And this guy at 97.5 on average last year, 98, 99. It's hit 100 in the minors. This is a monster. And so you deal with everything else when you have a guy like this. 3-2. Is swung on and missed. Got Riley to chase 97 to finish off the bottom of the third inning. Still no score through 3. We go to the fourth on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Welcome to the Nissan Now sales event. Are you all right?
I wanted to get here before the best offers were gone.
You're just in time. Let me show you what we've got. There's the all-new Kicks. The sporty Sentra, or our best-selling Rogue, a Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. You must be exhausted.
I think I'm ready for my next adventure.
For the #1 shopping experience among non-luxury car buyers, according to J.D. Power, get to Nissan now. Now get a low $249 per month lease for 39 months on Rogue. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Well-qualified lessees. 2025 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $46.19 initial payment excludes tax, title, and license. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 3/3/25.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
How can you pick which bed in the box is right for you? The boxes all look the same.
Try before you buy at Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses. Cardi's has Casper, Purple, and Spring Air. Experience true restful comfort. Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Top of the fourth inning, no score. Red Sox and Atlanta Braves from Northport, Florida, spring training home of the Braves. Red Sox playing their third Grapefruit League game of the season. And they face a new right-hander, Pierce Johnson, for Atlanta, their third pitcher against 4, 5, and 6 in the Sox lineup. Switch hitter batting left, Abraham Toro from a crouch stance. He takes a slider that sailed over the inside corner for a called strike. Big, loud, resounding strike call from home plate umpire Chris Siegel. Shift on the right side for Toro, pull hitter. He swings and slices it the other way, foul, 0-2. Sky blue, some puffy clouds overhead, moving slowly towards the right field foul pole. 76 degrees at first pitch. Better than yesterday. The 0-2. Toro takes high 1-2. Clouds have moved slightly overhead to obscure the sun for, I think, the first time today. Shadows in center over Michael Harris, who plays deep in center. 1-2. Toro swings, fouls it off the catcher, Murphy. Sox in the third base dugout, wearing the bright red road tops today. The standout red with the gray pants. Toro with bright red socks pulled up to his knees. He swings and fouls a 1-2 back. Do it again from the right-hander, Pierce Johnson. This is one of the more beautiful ballparks around the Grapefruit League. Swamp trees way deep beyond left field. Berman left in the sunshine right now. 1-2. Swing it again. Knocked back off of Sean Murphy. They've got a second deck of seats in right center field. Kind of sits over the wall right behind the bullpens. Second deck of seats that rings all the way around, and an old style concourse underneath. 1-2. Toro late on a fastball, swings, foul, tips into the mitt, and Murphy holds on. One down for Pierce Johnson, who ran that up at 95 miles an hour from the right side. So now Vaughn Grissom, second baseman, batting from the right side, number 5 hitter, facing his former team, the Atlanta Braves, today from an open stance on the right-hand side. He swings and misses way out in front of a slider on a home run swing. Braves shift the infield left side. Austin Riley plays a little bit off the line at third. Allen towards the hole as the shortstop. Cairo nearly behind second. A 1 swing and a miss. Same swing, same result. And it's 0-2. Grissom struck out looking back into second against Reynaldo Lopez, who started the game for the Braves. Looked great. The 0-2 here is just outside slider, just off the outside edge. 1-2. Johnson working very quickly, shoulder length hair. Sets neck high, takes a breath, and comes home at a 1-2. Fastball left high, 2-2. And when Vaughn's been at his best, these are the kinds of at-bats that he takes. Works deep into counts. Will take his big home run slugging swings early. And then shorten up, hit line drives in the 2-strike count. 2-2 here. He takes off again. Pierce Johnson gave a dagger stare at home plate umpire Chris Siegel. It was February. That was an August look at the home plate umpire. 3-2. Swing, ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Allen ranges left, picks it up, throws to first in time to get Grissom for the second out. Two down for David Hamilton before he steps up. Let's take 10 seconds and pause for station identification along the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
We are your home for Boston College football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. WEEI AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
First pitch to David Hamilton outside. Top of the fourth inning from Northport, Florida. Red Sox Grapefruit League action. No score, Red Sox and Braves with Will Fleming, Cooper Boardman. And a 1-0 from Pierce Johnson is fouled back 1-1.
Just went down the hall to say hi to a couple friends with the Braves and thought I'd, sort of glance over at your sheet to check in on what happens. And it looks like the Red Sox got stopped on third down.
That's exactly what happened, actually. 1 ball and 1 strike to David. He swings, bloops it, center field, base hit for David Hamilton. Got a fastball at 95, took it right back where it came from, and he's on with 2 down in the 4th.
Coop, this is not news, but everybody harps on Bregman and Devers at third, and it's not about either of those guys. It comes down to whether one of these other players can solidify second base. And, just looking at it right now, they want Christian Campbell to have every opportunity to make this team. There's no question, but I think Hamilton is a real sleeper for that job.
He is, as he goes first pitch. Fastball high, throw to second, way late. And of course it is. David Hamilton steals second, something he did 33 times in the majors last year in 98 games.
I think we all forget, too, that whether it's Rafaela, Hamilton, Abreu, they get to come back and have their second full season in the major leagues.
Hamilton dancing off second again. He's going. Johnson steps off, though, throws to third, and Hamilton's out. So he goes 1 for 2 on the trip.
That is called abandoning the base path. He didn't even slide. He just did a little right turn and went to the dugout.
He went down to the clubhouse. That'll end the inning. So Hamilton grabs a single, steals second, then is thrown out trying to get third. Rafaela will lead off in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score between the Sox and Braves on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
You don't think about life insurance, but we went to SBLI when the baby was born. When you get married or buy a house, you'll think about life insurance. SBLI has great customer service and affordable rates, so think about SBLI.
Call 888-GET-SBLI.
John Sewer and Drain Cleaning is the name to know when your drains don't flow. If your home or business has a clogged drain, call the name trusted by the pros. John Sewer is also hiring technicians at their Norwood location to handle growing demand in southeastern Massachusetts. To join New England's most experienced team, go online to johnsewer.com to apply today.
The name to know when the drains don't flow. John Sewer, we get the job done.
Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. Find out how fast and inexpensive it is to keep your basement dry for good. Don't let rain cause damage to your home. Call 1-800-BUSY-DOG or visit 1-800-BUSYDOG.com and keep your basement dry for good.
Looking for a great value for lunch? Visit the 99 Restaurant for their new Daytime Deals menu, available Monday through Saturday until 5 p.m. Try the Vermont Cheddar Chicken Sandwich, flatbread combos, and 6 new hearty sandwiches. You gotta love the 9s.
We're right back to the Sox. You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Red Sox nothing, Atlanta nothing. Bottom half of the 4th inning from Northport, Florida, the spring training home of the Braves, with Will Fleming, Cooper Boardman, and Noah Davis, the right hitter, on for the first time this spring. Deals a fastball outside to left-hand hitting Matt Olson. Sign with the Red Sox, make your first road spring debut. Face Matt Olson, Marcell Ozuna, Michael Harris. 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball foul off to the left from Olson. Davis made 18 major league appearances with the Colorado Rockies over 3 years. Free agency after 2024. Signed with the Red Sox in December. 1-1 swing, tagged on the line, right field, base hit, bounding in front of Trace Thompson. Cuts it off in the corner and tosses in. And Matt Olson short to the ball. has a leadoff single in the 4th inning for Atlanta. That is much more like the swing that led the majors in home runs a couple of years ago. He had 54 home runs in 2023. Struggled last year. And again, there was no team in baseball hit harder by injuries probably than these Atlanta Braves. Ozuna takes a slider on the inside corner for a strike. Like you read through it, Spencer Strider made one start. He was their opening day starter and did not pitch again. Ronald Acuna, you talked about it earlier, towards ACL. 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2 on breaking ball. Austin Riley's season ended in August, a fractured hand. Sean Murphy missed 2 months with an oblique. Ozzie Albies, a fractured wrist. Michael Harris, 2 months with a hamstring. I could keep reading if you want. Ian Anderson missed the year with Tommy John, but it was their season. That's why they were not in the playoffs till the season's final day. 0-2 outside 1-2 till the season's final game.
Remember that crazy setup with the rain and the delay and the doubleheader in New York, and would they have to play the final game or not?
One-two. Outside 2-2, right, where the Mets in game 2 going to throw Jose Iglesias because it didn't matter.
I mean, Olsen 2 years ago against right-handed pitching slugged .650. And then last year, .430. So just a drop-off for him. I'm with you, though. They're sort of a sleeping giant once they get healthy.
2-2, swinging a fly ball center field off the bat of Ozuna, carrying Rafaela back at the track. It's up, and it is off the wall. Might have gotten over, and now the signal. Marcell Ozuna standing on first, and now will break into his first home run trot of the spring. Spring training for all. And it's 2-0 thanks to Marcell Ozuna off of Noah Davis.
I think Alex Cora should come out and kick some dirt on home plate. It hit the top of the yellow line there. It's very close as to whether it hit the top of the wall and hit something behind it and then came back, or whether it just hit the wall and came right back in. But that is the power that Ozuna has had his whole career. That was a massive opposite field shot.
He has one of those swings that, he hits a ball high in the air and you say, okay, well, it's got a chance, but it always carries. It always has backspin. And 2-0. First pitch swing from Michael Harris on a chop to second. Easy field for Vaughn Grissom, and he throws that way to first in time. And there's one down. But that was Marcell Ozuna. As the Marcell Ozuna that we have seen over the last couple of years. You said it, 39 home runs last year. He had 40 the year before.
Well, and I'll never forget it, the COVID year when we were alone at Fenway Park and the Braves came in, and he and Riley in consecutive days each hit 3 home runs, and the one that Ozuna hit to straightaway center was one of the most impressive home runs I've ever seen hit at Fenway Park.
Strike one to Sean Murphy. Oh, one from Davis. Check swing and a breaking ball inside. Did not go, and it's 1-1.
Like there's a plaque at Fenway Park in straightaway center. To one side of that flagpole in straightaway center, no one hits him that deep and that far, and he's on that list.
1-1. Swinging a ground ball, foul, 1-2. And he just looks like a scary guy in the batter's box, right? He walks to the plate. Bulging muscles. He's got the bright yellow arm sleeve. That is the first home run trot of his spring. It is the first of many home run trots in 2025. Pitch is swung on, popped up, left side foul territory. Abraham Toro comes down the line. Third baseman makes the catch, went about 50 feet down towards home plate, but puts it away to retire Murphy. 2 down for Davis in the inning. Fourth inning, 2-0 Braves. Sox have gone scoreless in their first 4 innings against 3 different Atlanta pitchers. Ceddanne Rafaela will lead off the 5th. Pitch is a strike to Connor Capel. Left-hand hitting left fielder, wearing number 91. Good old spring training number for Connor Capel. The 0-1 is, just off. 1 ball and 1 strike. There were a few Red Sox wondering about ABS on that particular moment. Wind is blowing deep out towards right center, so you can understand why Ozuna got that ball up at a jet stream. Pitch is low, 2-1.
I'm so excited for the automatic ball strike challenge system. It's coming, it's beautiful, it works. We're seeing it in major league games. It's fast, it's efficient. I wish they would just line item force it into the major leagues right now.
2-1. Outside 3-1. Well, I can say being in AAA these last couple of years, I've seen every version of it, and the version that is currently being employed in spring training is without question by far the best version of it. 3-1 is a strike at the knees, 3-2.
So pitcher, catcher, and hitter can challenge. You get a certain number. If you get them right, you keep them, basically.
Yeah. And what they're giving you in spring training this year is 2. 3 is too many. 1, I would make the argument that maybe you should have 1. And 3 was, and they did that originally at the AAA level. It was too many. The game kept stopping. 3-2. Swing and a pop-up right side, shallow right. Vaughn Grissom goes back, shading his eyes against the sun. He's got it on the dirt to finish off the inning. More of that talk when we return. Marcell Ozuna goes deep. Red Sox down 2-0 for the first time today as we hit the 5th on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, it's Greg, and we are thrilled to have wrapped up yet another year of partnership with Chick-fil-A through the Community Heroes program. Over $22,000 was donated to various organizations, and if you'd like to nominate somebody in your community, just go to thegreghillfoundation.org/heroes.
In the time it takes you to actually board that flight from Group 8,
now boarding Premier Altitude Elite Club members.
You could have bought a Hyundai on Amazon. Yes, that Amazon, where you buy everything else.
Mid-tier Altitude Elite, feel free to board now.
So while you're waiting for them to make up new boarding groups, you can order your dream car and the dealer will have it ready in no time.
Now boarding groups 1 through 7.
So close. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Limited availability, pickup through participating Hyundai dealer in select markets.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Cedar Rafael, it'll lead it off in the top of the 5th. Red Sox trailing the Braves 2-0. It'll be Rafael and Narvaez and Trace Thompson against Buck Farmer. Right-hander for the Braves as Cedar swings early, chops one to third. Riley has it. Little crow hop and a throw to first, and on one pitch, Rafael is gone. He's a free swinger, is Cedar, but they feel so optimistic about the changes he made in the offseason. Tireless work in Miami, changed hand position, straighter path to the ball. He had a homer in Port Charlotte. He grounds out here. And so with one down, here is Carlos Narvaez. Talking about the challenge system that's in place in some of these Florida spring training parks and out in Arizona as well. One out, Narvaez takes a fastball for a strike. For a long time, there was momentum behind overall robotic umpires, which I've never been in favor of. Not only because that system itself has been proven to be totally flawed as the 0-1 pitch misses outside. It's amazing that pitchers began to kind of manipulate the technology to steal strikes that really would not have been in any form of baseball. This seems to me to be a perfect middle ground where you just catch the egregious misses. The 1-1 drilled down the left field line but foul, and it's 1-2.
I understand the subset of the fan population that says, we want, if we can have robotic umpires all the time, why wouldn't we do that? But I will say this from firsthand experience at AAA, it is among the most mind-numbing experiences in the world to watch a game.
1-2 is strike 3 called. A slider from Buck Farmer on the outside corner, 2 down.
It's paint drying. I mean, it's 12-1 in the 8th inning. And, and by the way, when you had it every single pitch, what went up? Walk percentage and strikeout percentage. What are two things that we need less of in Major League Baseball?
No question. Just unintended consequences as Trace Thompson digs in. 2-0 Braves. 2 down, bases empty for this right-hander, the brother of a Splash brother. He takes a fastball on the inside corner. Spring training is so fun on so many levels. And one of the things that can happen is you will be driving on the road to these ballparks like the one we're in today in Northport or Clearwater, Lakeland, whatever the case is, as Thompson takes a fastball up and in. And I cannot tell you how often when driving 2 games I see Red Sox players driving. Like you could set your alarm clock to the idea that Rusney Castillo in one of his 7 sports cars would blow by you on I-75 up the highways here on Florida as Thompson fouls a 1-1 pitch off on the third base side. Today, I was stopped at the light about 2 miles away where you get off the highway to come here. I look behind me, and there's this tiny little go-kart looking rental car with a Red Sox spring training hat on the dashboard. And I thought, well, that's odd. That looks like the player-issued hat. The 1-2 is drilled high into left center field. This ball is crushed back at the track at the wall. Harris on the run is there to make the play. Wynn knocked that one down. And the inning is over. Well, I turn around and look in my rearview mirror, and who is it but Trace Thompson, driving himself to a spring game, and he almost just went yard. But he is gone, and so are the Red Sox in the top of the 5th. 2-0 Braves in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Save on sirloin steak and ground turkey today at Shaws and Star Market. Now through Thursday, get value pack beef petite sirloin steak or 99% lean Shady Brook Farms ground turkey. Both just $3.97 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaws app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. USDA choice sirloin steak and ground turkey now on sale. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Celebrate your favorite presidents with money from findmassmoney.gov. You could have unclaimed money from a forgotten savings account, uncashed payroll check, or refund check that never got to you. It's estimated by the state treasurer that 1 out of every 10 of us has unclaimed property. My name was on the list. Yours could be too. Just go to findmassmoney.gov today. It'll only take 30 seconds to look for your name. And if you file a claim, make sure you fill out the paperwork so you can become reunited with your lost funds.
John Sewer and Drain Cleaning is the name to know when your drains don't flow. John Sewer is also hiring technicians at their Norwood location to handle growing demand in southeastern Mass. To join New England's most experienced team, go online to johnsewer.com to apply today.
We get the job done.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Now, back to the game on WEEI.
Noah Davis remains in the ballgame for the Red Sox as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Braves lead 2-0. Right-handed hitting Nick Allen into the batter's box, and he takes a fastball for a strike from Davis, and it is 0-1. Not like Truist Park in Cobb County in Atlanta. This is a beautiful facility. The home of the spring Atlanta Braves. The 0-1 is fouled off on the first base side. They do not bring the organist down to spring training, which upsets me because the home ballpark organist at the home of the Braves is, for me, about the best in-game trick going. He customizes a playlist of walk-up music for all the visiting players. The 0-2 pitch is fouled straight back on the first base side, so you can expect Duran when Jarren Duran comes up, and a lot of really clever, fun picks. And it's like a mental puzzle to try to figure out what songs are playing and why. 0-2 is up and in. He's always got a sense of humor, the organist, like when Lucas Duda came up with the Mets, he played Camp Down Races, and you had to pause and think about it for a minute and say, Duda, 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him, did Davis. And there's one away. But there's something about this Braves organization, both here and in Atlanta. They really set a very fun tone for the ballpark experience.
Oh, you walk in here and everybody's smiling, right? Everybody works here smiling. Not that that's not the case at JetBlue Park, too. But this is a really beautiful ballpark. And, they have the berm like we do at JetBlue.
Here's a pitch to Christian Cairo that misses outside, ball one.
Which, I remember being a child at any baseball game, growing up, going to, Cape League games, and, you want a place to run around with grass while the game's going on. They have that.
Throw a little picnic blanket down. The 1-0 is a chopper toward third and foul. It's 1-1.
You obviously need a place to pretend like you're in the game while the game is going on, so that's perfect for that.
One of my favorite features of the old McCoy Stadium, which is about to be demolished, unfortunately. They're going to build a big magnet school there in downtown Pawtucket. But yes, inside the ballpark, grassy hills and yards, great for the kids. 1-1 is a strike on the inside corner, 1-2. But it has some of the feel, too, of their regular season ballpark, which is cool. A lot like JetBlue. It feels a little bit like a little facsimile as time is called by the hitter Cairo. Some glass office buildings out in the right field corner. Sort of three-tiered bleachers in right center above both the bullpens. They did a wonderful job with this entire facility. 1-2 is in the dirt, a breaking ball outside, and it's 2-2.
And they win. It's a pretty good combination.
3 flags out on that berm that Cooper's telling you about. The Florida State flag, the American flag, and cursive Atlanta Braves whipping in the wind as a fastball is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called, and Cairo is gone. So a nice little bounce back bottom of the 5th here for Noah Davis. And 2 down for the leadoff hitter, Jared Kelnick.
You can understand what the Red Sox saw in Noah Davis. This is our kind of first time getting to see the full arsenal over a couple of innings. This is a guy that threw 7 different pitches when he was with the Rockies. And, there is value to that even among relievers, especially if you're not going to be a crazy hard thrower.
First pitch to Kelnick is a strike on the inside corner. In the last couple of years, the Red Sox have gotten into a pattern with the Braves of playing 2-2 home and away, but this year that changes a little bit on the schedule. The 0-1 is just inside. It's 1-1. The Red Sox will be in Atlanta over Memorial Day, May 30th, 31st, and into the first day of June. And then the Braves will come to Boston a little bit later in the summer. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Kelnick could not check. And it is a ball and 2 strikes to him.
One of the top golf destinations on the Major League circuit, I'm told.
Yeah, the state of Georgia and golf do go hand in hand. 1-2 with 2 down. The pitch is a little bit outside. We have an off day ahead of that 3-game weekend series. I think Apple's picked up the Friday evening game on the 30th, so that means Lou Merlone will play 72 holes in 24 hours. 2 down to the bottom of the 5th. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. Off-speed pitch from Davis, and the count is full. All the regulars, the starters in there still for Alex Cora. Tora way off the line at third. David Hamilton, the shortstop, almost behind the bag with Grissom. Heels just in front of the outfield grass, and Casas way deep off the line. 3-2 is blooped into shallows left field. Duran coming on, and with a foot first slide, he's there to make the play. And the inning is over. Jaren's got a little neon blue glove on today, and he put it to great use there to retire Kelnick and the Braves. We're through 5, 2-0 Atlanta. The Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
When it's time to sell your home, you hope your agent knows the market. Timing, pricing, interest rates, neighborhoods, staging, open houses, understanding contracts, completing paperwork, and can actually help guide you on your big move. Don't hope, know. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you've got a partner who will guide you every step of the way, from listing to closing, and everything in between. Weichert. Dream, move, home. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Your old or broken phone can let you down, but at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence with a new line on My Plan and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. After all, you don't want your old phone to die on you when you're lost.
Perfect.
Or for your broken phone to glitch at the worst possible time.
Hey, can I get your number? Oh.
Trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad.
Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. Find out how fast and inexpensive it is to keep your basement dry for good. Don't let rain cause damage to your home. Call 1-800-BUSY-DOG or visit 1-800-BUSYDOG.com and keep your basement dry for good.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jarren Duran will lead it off in the 6th inning in Northport. Red Sox down 2-0 against a 2-run home run from Marcell Ozuna. Angel Perdomo walks out of the Braves bullpen. Big, tall left-hander from the third base side delivers to Jarren. He takes a fastball upstairs. There are a bevy of defensive changes for Atlanta for the first time.
I'll help you out with those in just a moment here.
Some former Red Sox on the field.
Yeah, Sandy Leon is catching. One of my all-time favorites.
Duran swung and missed 1-1.
So Patrick Clohisy, Clohisy, is in right field. Carlos Rodriguez in center. Not that anyone cares.
Pitch high and tight 2-1. I liked what you said the other day. Does anyone in Boston care that Patrick Clohisy is in right field?
Like, I love talking about the Red Sox prospects that come in, but in the interest of accuracy, we'll do it. Second baseman is Eddie Alvarez, as you know.
2-1 inside 3-1. Worcester Red Sox legend Eddie Alvarez to you.
Skated out onto the diamond. Yeah, so he's at second base.
3 balls, 1 strike. Left on left for Duran here. He swings and misses. High heater 3-2. Eddie Alvarez was, when you talk about the prospects that we are talking about in the Red Sox organization with Roman and Christian and Marcelo Meyer. 3-2 is swung on. Blooper, left field, out beyond the shortstop. Allen, he tracks it down. Makes the catch in shallow left field, angling back for the first out of the 6th inning. We talk about those prospects. There's probably no one among the player group that mentored them more than Eddie Alvarez. Talked to all these guys, like he was teaching them how to properly use pine tar, like in all the secret ways to use pine tar.
I didn't know it was that nuanced.
Neither did I, as Trevor Story takes upstairs. I'm not sure that everything that he was teaching was, lines up with the rule book.
Here's how to get away with it?
Yeah, basically.
Push the envelope down the barrel.
1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. You actually didn't hear that from me. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Paging George Brett. Well, now he's not with the Red Sox anymore, so it's all right.
Yeah. But he was that guy. For those guys who came up for the 20-25 games that they were AAA. Pitch to Story. Banged it off his front foot.
Well, there's such buzz around them. Marcelo is here. Campbell is as well. I'm sure we'll see them in the game here soon. They carry themselves with so much poise those kids do. And I think a lot of them do gravitate to Trevor's story. I know they will glom on to Alex Bregman as well. It's a really nice setup, I think. When you combine a veteran manager like Alex Cora, who is such a player's manager, gives them the space and room to operate and grow into their own. And then you have these veterans in Story and Bregman who can really embrace them and make the clubhouse culture so much more opening to them when they first arrive.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and Story again fouls it back. I was talking to Roman Anthony the other day, and he made the point that, think about it this way. Roman Anthony was born in 2004, which for some people is going to put a shiver up your spine, but he was born in 2004. And so for his whole life, 1-2 is again accidentally fouled off by Story. Like growing up, Trevor Story was a dude. Alex Bregman was a dude. These were guys that they weren't just getting to the major leagues. They were the best players as he grew up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 down. Pitch to Story, tied him up, but he kept the bat back inside. Count goes full.
Yeah, so Trevor debuts when Roman is 12 years old. And you think about, especially I think Bregman, which is another layer of what makes him such a good part of this club. It's not just that he's played and been at the highest level. He's been in the postseason and the World Series every single year.
3-2, swing and a miss. Back foot curveball that was on the inside corner. Then it was down in the back of the box. Story strikes out, 2 away. Roman said the weirdest thing about Alex Bregman is you have to remember that he's a human being, that he's like a real person.
I think that's something that has really been a point of emphasis for Alex.
Tristan Casas takes inside.
And by that I mean Cora, because when Alex Cora came up to the big leagues, it was not this way. It was almost like ritual, military-style hazing. You had to earn your keep as a rookie.
1-0, strike 1-1.
And so he has been very intentional, and it starts here in spring training of developing relationships with guys, integrating them with the big league club, and so that when they come up for the first time, they just hit the ground running.
1-1 swing and a foul off the catcher.
I mean, I think it started a little bit in the Mookie years where he came up and that veteran clubhouse did not embrace him in the way that now it happens with these young Red Sox players. And he and other young guys like Xander and others decided, we're going to change this culture thing where if you're a rookie, you're just as big a part of this as anybody.
1-2 fouled off. Yeah, I think we do forget that, too, because, the game and the swag that Mookie plays the game with, and all these young guys do, that's a reality. And, I know we have kind of the old versus new forces that still kind of collide now. But, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, it was very different. It's not a long time ago.
See, now, like, if I were in Atlanta, I would wonder why they're playing the Law and Order theme for Tristan Casas. Like, is there a possible connection there?
Cases? 1-2, swing and a ground ball to second, right at Eddie Alvarez. Usually sure-handed he is here. He throws to first, and the case is closed. Sorry.
Beautiful.
Oh. Let's go to the 6th inning. Red Sox down 2-0 on the Shawson Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Step up to the plate this season with Herb Chambers. We offer the largest selection of cars, trucks, EVs, and SUVs in New England. With 35 brands and so many convenient locations, finding your next vehicle at Herb Chambers is a real game changer.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi. My daughter invited her entire class to her birthday party. Can my Wi-Fi handle it?
Oh, well, at Xfinity, our latest gateways have tri-band Wi-Fi technology, letting you connect hundreds of devices at once.
No way. So if all the kids are watching stuff on their phones while their parents are sharing videos online.
Yep, go ahead and watch videos. They can all do their thing and party their way. No problem.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through March 21st, get fast, reliable 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data included and an unlimited mobile line for just $30 a month for 1 year. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Requires pay plus plan auto pay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity internet required. Reduce mobile speeds after use of monthly data included with your data option. Data thresholds and actual internet speeds vary.
We're right back to the Sox. You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Bottom six, Red Sox trailing 2-0 against the Atlanta Braves on the road. Grapefruit League action from Northport, Florida. Along with Will Fleming, Cooper Boardman. Marcell Ozuna's 2-run home run is the only scoring in the game. The Red Sox go to the bullpen to Robert Stock. And behind him, many changes. The prospects are in. Ring the bell. First pitch from Stock to big right-hand hitting Austin Riley's not going to come for a second. Stock's got to get his pitch comm working. So the Red Sox go with this defensive alignment. Sebi Zavala is in behind the plate. Nathan Hickey's going to play first. Christian Campbell's at second base. Nick Sogard at short. Marcelo Meyer takes over at third for Toro. Roman Anthony's in left, and Nate Eaton is in center. So Anthony, Meyer, Campbell in the game right now. This has kind of been what the schedule has looked like. Nice to see Christian Campbell in a spring training game, so he'll play second for Vaughn Grissom. So in this game, you had Hamilton, Grissom, and Campbell. 3 out of the 4 in what is a 4-man race, depending on what happens, for the second base position. I think Robert Stock's got his buttons figured out. And now he will face the 2-hitter Austin Riley. Red Sox down 2-0 at the bottom of the 6th. Right on right. And a pitch slung in for a called strike 1 on Riley.
The guy went down to Mexico, changed his arm angle, 3/4 slot. Robert Stock is really turning heads last season and in spring training.
The 0-1 swing, line drive, center field, base hit on one hop in front of the brand new center fielder Nate Eaton. Austin Riley looks like Austin Riley. He's got a single here in the 6th.
It's so fun to see these 3 kids here at the same time. It's watching them kind of inseparable in camp. They all go about their business a little bit differently. I mean, I think of the 3 of them, Campbell's probably the most sort of introverted, whereas Marcelo just exudes, leadership and extrovert life, whereas Roman Anthony is on his own way.
First pitch strike to Matt Olson.
But I love just watching them interact not only with their teammates but with fans. I mean, all 3 of them go out of their way to sign as many autographs as they can. They just seem so used to the spotlight and like they've been here forever.
No balls, 1 strike. Pitch is a slider just low, 1-1. Christian Campbell said it the other day. He said, he's standing out there and he's looking out at left field. He saw Roman. He looks to the left side of the infield. He sees Marcelo. And he said it feels like Portland. It feels like they're playing in Double-A together. 1-1. Swinging a high fly ball down the left field line towards the foul line. Long run, Anthony in fair territory makes the catch. Actually ran towards the line, then had to stumble back towards center field, but he puts it away against the wind to retire Matt Olson. 1 down in the 6th.
I think it's a really smart choice by the Red Sox development team to keep these guys together. And they can advance at their own paces. It's not like if all 3 aren't ready, 1 is not going to come to the big leagues. But to this point, to keep them growing on the same level is, I think, a really wise choice.
Marcell Ozuna takes low. That's why I think, April and May are going to be so interesting because we all think that Campbell, of the 3, is the most likely to make the opening day roster. Not to say that either of the other 2 couldn't change what happens over the next few weeks. 1-0. Ozuna takes outside from Robert Stock, 2-0. But at some point, they're not going to be together. At some point, one of these guys or two of these guys are going to be with the big league roster, and one's going to be in AAA outside 3-0. And that's going to be fascinating because you and I have both got to know all these guys. These are incredibly competitive people. They wouldn't be where they are without it. And so what happens when you're sitting there in Worcester, 3-0 down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Not that that's not a wonderful place, but you're sitting there in Worcester, and the other two guys are on the big league roster.
I think it is a wonderful competitive element among those three.
3-1, swinging a fly ball foul off to the right.
I mean, that's what you want. You want them all to push each other. And the realities of the Red Sox roster as it is, like for Roman Anthony, they are crowded in the outfield. Now, the illness for Williard might change that a little bit, but just on paper, it's harder for him than either Campbell or Meyer to have a realistic shot.
3-2, slice foul off to the right.
But that's the dynamic that Craig Breslow and Alex Cora have worked so hard to build, where you just got guys at all levels pushing each other. And if Roman is down in AAA watching Campbell on the big league team, and that pushes him even harder to, make it and break through, that's a great thing.
3-2, outside ball 4. Ozuna has a walk. 2-on-1 down here in the 6th.
Robert Stock is a lot of things, and one of them is unafraid on social media. I mean, he is outspoken all the time. He's been chiming in a lot about the balls and strike challenge system in baseball and how the rules could improve with that, as Ozuna is going to be lifted from the game. But both he and his wife have a lot of fun sort of going back and forth with fans online.
Well, especially a guy, 2-on, and a pitch inside to Carlos D. Rodriguez. I guess he's got to have the middle initial.
Mm-hmm.
But for, Robert Stock, a guy who's been in quite literally every corner of the baseball universe, I value his opinion. 1-0. Ooh, just missed low. Not sure he did. Count goes to 2-0 on the left-hand hitting Rodriguez.
He might have challenged that one,
right,
if it were possible.
Well, it's such a Pandora's box now, where you're like, well, is that it? Was that in the zone? I think 2-0, and Rodriguez takes low, definitely low, 3-0. Is you start to think about what the zone is, and people think it's the box you see on your television screen. It's not. It's a lot closer to an oval than it is a square. 3-0 strike, 3-1. The zone that major league umpires are taught to call resembles almost in no way the strike zone that you see on the screen. Runners lead off first and second. Pitch inside, nearly hit Rodriguez. And the bases are loaded with one out at the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so hard to really evaluate the job that these umpires are doing, because what we're seeing and evaluating is very different than what big league baseball is doing. And I just think with the challenge system, it brings in these other elements which are really fun, in that, like, who can challenge and when in a game. There's all these sort of like political dynamics. If it's the second inning and your 8-hole hitter thinks he got, a call wrong, can he challenge? Will there be rules put in place by coaches and managers?
The Yankees, before last year, made a rule, and they're one of a few organizations who did this, where they did not allow their pitchers to challenge calls, because why would you let the guy falling off the mound throwing 98 miles an hour make a choice about whether he threw a strike or not, being the guy who's the most emotionally invested in it? As Sandy Leon digs in, I think he was late to the box.
Sandy'd be a guy I'd trust to challenge. Yeah. One of the great receivers.
First pitch is low. I think they got him for an automatic strike.
I thought he might have called time before the first pitch was thrown.
Bases loaded, one out. Pitch from Stock is on the inside corner for a strike, so call it 1-1. We'll find out together. Sandy Leon. One of your favorites, huh?
Absolutely. One of the all-time great guys. Big part of that 18 championship team. Pitchers love throwing to Sandy.
1-1-2. Him on the inside corner for a strike. 79-mile-an-hour slider. 1-2. He bats with the bases loaded for Atlanta against Robert Stock. One down, nodded at the first sign he saw from Zavala. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fired one down and in. Leon over the top of it at 87. He gets a big strikeout with the bases loaded. 2 down. It's amazing. You were talking about the arm slot thing for Robert Stock. It's one of the biomechanic things that has really changed in the Red Sox organization the last couple of years with Craig Breslow and everybody else is arm slot. Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike to Connor Capel with the bases loaded. And that through, all of this different scientific testing, this is a complete oversimplification, but they found that, some of these guys are not throwing at the slot that their arm is actually supposed to go, the way their bodies were made. The 0-1, swing, nubber, down the third base line and bounded over the bag for a hit. That scores one. Meyer fell down. That allows a second to score. Capel hit it about nothing miles an hour down the third base line, and he'll get 2 RBIs. A single, and it's 4-0 Braves in the 6th.
Yeah, Marcelo did everything he could, sort of a seeing-eye blooper down the line. He went into a slide, and now we know that Roman Anthony would be a great caddy. He came over, and Marcelo took a huge chunk out of the turf, and Roman sprinted in and replaced the divot.
This is the only untidy spot in this perfectly pristine field. He got chunked in there. There are 2 divots, which I know all about. Pitch is swung on, grounded left side, past the dive of Meyer into left field. Wave around third. The throw does not come. Rodriguez scores. RBI knock for Nick Allen. And the lead is 5-0 Braves.
I mean, I think it's fun to see Meyer over at third. I think that's one he might like to have another chance at because, with all the roster stuff going on, if he could, really solidify himself as a good third baseman too, that would help his chances of being a part of this thing. But that sort of shot under his glove. I think he'd like to at least keep that on the infield.
Yeah, his positional deal is a really interesting conversation and doesn't need to be answered right now, as Eddie Alvarez takes low and away. But, Trevor Story's your shortstop until further notice. We're not really talking about Meyer in the second base conversation. Again, he's probably on track to start at AAA, barring something crazy changing that. He certainly could. 1-0 is just off, outside 2-0 to Alvarez.
I thought Alex Cora was dead on the other day when he talked about Marcelo and his progression. He said he's kind of a throwback, old school type shortstop, bigger body, very smooth and confident out there. Much bigger frame.
2-0 is a strike. 2-1. And he is huge. It is. He looks like, there used to be, and there still is, I guess, but there used to be traditional shortstop bodies. He's a traditional shortstop. Pitch is, again, fouled off to the left. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I mean, you think about that time period where here came A-Rod and Jeter and even Barry Larkin, these larger physical shortstops. I guess it probably started with Cal Ripken, but he's in that mold for sure.
2-2. Swing and a miss got Alvarez, who lost his helmet in the swing and miss process. So Robert Stock gives up 3, does strike out Alvarez to finish out the jam. And at the end of 6 innings of play, Red Sox trail 5-0 on the road against Atlanta. You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, Red Sox Nation, as a homeowner, there's plenty of things that'll distract you over 9 innings. Your roof shouldn't be one of them. Imagine replacing it once and never worrying about it again. That's the power of Interlock Metal Roofing, a trusted leader in the metal roof industry for over 25 years. With a lifetime warranty and expert consultants to help you design a beautiful, durable roof, it's a winning call. One roof, one call for life. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com or call 866-733-5811. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Hey guys, it's Courtney, and I've got some great news. There's never been a better time to make the move to Verizon. Get over $500 in value and savings when you have mobile and Fios with Verizon. Plus, the Fios 1 gig plan comes with a 5-year price guarantee. Save up to $300 annually on your Fios internet bill. Plus, for a limited time, get a $200 Verizon gift card when you sign up for a Fios 1 gig plan and use it to pay for your Fios bill. That's like getting 3 months of free Fios home internet. Don't miss out. Stop by your nearest Verizon location for details on this limited time offer and learn how you can get over $500 in value and savings today. Gift card offer and 5-year price guarantee ends 2/19/25. Requires Fios service for 65 days before gift card registration. One offer per eligible account. 3 months free based on Fios 1 gig plan rate of $64.99 a month with auto pay and mobile plus home discounts. Price guarantee for new subscribers and applies to current base rates only. Other charges and third-party services and perks excluded. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
Visit the 99 restaurant Monday through Wednesday for their newest big deal meal. Your favorite chicken and sausage al forno is back at the Nines for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. You gotta love the Nines.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network. This is WEEI.
Red Sox will face Enyel De Los Santos for Atlanta as we hit the 7th inning. Sox down 5-0 on the road in Northport. Marcelo Zuna hit a 2-run home run, and then a bunch of the Braves reserves rallied for 3 in the 6th, and that's the scoring so far. Roman Anthony will lead it off here in the 7th inning. First pitch from Enyel De Los Santos is outside. Did a double take. The scoreboard in left center says Marcelo Meyer. But that is definitely Roman Anthony, left-hand hitter. So first at bat of the day for Roman. He takes a 1-0 on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. So they'll put Anthony in Meyer's spot to take the at bat. Christian Campbell's on deck. 1-1, and Anthony swings and foul tips it off the catcher, Sandy Leon. Count to 1-2. And this is the fun part over the course of these next few weeks. There are going to be games where Roman and Christian and Marcelo are in the starting lineup. You've seen that a couple of times. But, you know, on this day on the road where the Braves in the 7th inning were playing a guy like Cal Conley, no offense to him. Red Sox have 3 guys that are fighting for the opening day roster here. As Anthony swings, chops it left side of the shortstop. Conley gloves, throws to first, and dug out at first by McCabe for the first out of the 7th inning. And Anthony's retired 6-3 in his first at bat. And I don't think it's a big accident for Alex Cora, who's sitting on the third base side behind protected netting, flanked by Jason Varitek and Dan DeLucia, AAA pitching coach. I think Andrew Bailey's over there as well. No accident that the 3 kids are in a row. Christian's next that he takes outside. Anthony, Campbell, Meyer against Enyel De Los Santos, and you face a big league reliever for all of these guys in this 7th inning. 1-0 is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. De Los Santos, major league time with the Phillies, Pirates, Guardians, Padres, Yankees, and White Sox. Last 3 teams all last year. 2-0, swinging a foul back. Campbell, that is, lost the handle on the bat, took his left hand off to hold on. Home run swing. We talk about internal competition, both for the Red Sox and for all of these guys individually. This is an important at bat. They all are for Christian Campbell. 2-1 is a fastball called a strike at 95, 2-2. Particularly against a 4-seam throwing Enyel De Los Santos. Talk about Campbell late in the AAA season last year. One of the things that he was attacked at relentlessly was high fastballs. 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 down. Pitch from De Los Santos is swung on and hit high and foul down the right field line. One of the joys of watching Christian Campbell. For so many of these guys, he gets 2 strikes, maybe shorten up, he can make more contact, but he is still taking his lift the ball swing. Fought off that fastball. Here comes a 2-2. And Campbell swings, grounds it right side, bounding, snared by Alvarez, spins, throws to first in time. Took a hit away from his former AAA teammate. There was a hole on the right side. Eddie Alvarez, the Braves second baseman, was out towards second base for the right-hand hitter. He ranged left on a slide, popped right up and made a throw that so many in the third base Red Sox dugout saw him do again and again for AAA Worcester last year. Eddie Alvarez. 2 down. And now Marcelo Meyer takes a fastball outside, shaking his head. No, not a strike. And the count's 1-0 from De Los Santos. 1-0 to Marcelo Meyer. He swings and chases the pitch in the same spot. 1-1 for the 22-year-old, 4th overall in the 2021 draft. One. Swing, ground ball the other way, bouncing on a hop, backhand stop. LeBlanc throws on the run, 1 hop in time to get Meyer by a step. 2 hard-hit balls, 1 from Campbell, 1 from Meyer. 2 great defensive plays by the Braves. That does it for the top half of the 7th inning. We hit the stretch with the Braves leading 5-0 here in Northport. We'll step aside on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Save on sirloin steak and ground turkey today at Shaws and Star Market. Get value pack beef petite sirloin steak or 99% lean Shady Brook Farms ground turkey, $3.97 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
My name is Paul. I'm 58 years old. I lost 45 pounds thanks to the Awaken 180 program. Before Awaken 180, I was drinking Pepto out of the bottle at night to go to sleep from heartburn. I was struggling getting up and down the stairs, like tired all the time. And I didn't know that's how it wasn't supposed to be. I just accepted that's how my life is. And then one day I said, it doesn't have to be this way. I made a decision to change my life and I chose Awaken 180. And that was the best choice I ever made. I needed support. I'm a person who needed support. Awaken 180 provided that support for me. They changed my relationship with food. I changed it with their guidance. That was the whole thing. I had to change my relationship with food. And I learned how to eat. I learned healthy fats. I learned all about sugar and what it does to me. And I just learned a new way to live.
A change Paul and I both needed and we received with Awaken 180. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom 7, 5-0 lead for the Atlanta Braves in Northport over the Red Sox. Grapefruit League. Cooper Boardman with Will Fleming. And a new right-hander for the Red Sox out of the bullpen in this 7th inning. Wyatt Mills steals a first pitch that's fouled off to the left by Patrick Clohisi. Their right fielder in for Jared Kelnick at the top of the lineup. So Austin Riley, Matt Olson, Marcelo Zuna, Michael Harris, Sean Murphy, all those guys out of the lineup as we hit the bottom of the 7th. 0-1, slung in for a strike. And the count 0-2 quickly on Clohisi. Opportunity for the right-hander, Wyatt Mills. It's a name that's been kicked around a lot in the organization the last couple of years. Red Sox traded for him. 0-2, swinging a blooper down the left field line towards the foul line, sinking foul down on the grass. Red Sox traded for Wyatt Mills, gosh, it was 2022. Now, 3 years ago, he had Tommy John in 2023. He hasn't thrown a regular season pitch in the organization. But hard-throwing right-hander And as we learned last year, he might not be on the opening day roster. You can pitch your way into that conversation. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, went high with the fastball. Clohisi chased 91 miles an hour, and there's one away. 5-0 Braves. Let's take 10 seconds and pause for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
The Eagles play here. Catch BC football, basketball, baseball, and hockey on WEEI AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
Cooper Boardman, Will Fleming, and a first pitch swing and a miss to Charles LeBlanc, right-hand hitter for the Braves. Red Sox down 5-0 in Northport on the road at CoolToday Park. Wyatt Mills on the mound. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air to center field. That's Nate Eaton out there, shades his eyes, backtracks, and makes the catch. Step in front of the warning track, in front of the 400-foot sign for the second out. This beautiful ballpark that, just like JetBlue, mimics the exact dimensions of Truist Park in Atlanta. And it's a big park, 335 down the left field line, just 400 to center. Power, really big gaps in left center field in particular. 325 down the right field line with a higher wall. His pitches fouled back by David McCabe. But as we talk to you, if you're in Boston, if you're in New England, we say hello from beautiful Florida, where it is a brilliant February afternoon. Pitch outside, 1-1 to McCabe. Blue skies overhead, some clouds in the distance, slowly rolling along from left field foul pole to right, like they're on a conveyor belt. 1-1 swing and a miss, 1-2. Perfect light shade of blue overhead, just a single plane in the distance flying over, and sun on every inch of this field in fair territory. 1-2 outside, 2-2. Every member of the Red Sox wearing short sleeves. Wind rippling the bright red jersey of the right-hander Wyatt Mills, who sets on a 2-2 and fires and gets a fly ball foul off to the left. Red Sox defensive change in right. Justinson Garcia is in for the first time in place of Trace Thompson. So you have the top four prospects in the organization position player-wise on the field right now. 2-2 is inside. Marcelo Meyer playing third. He shifted in the hole on the left side, so he's basically playing shortstop. Nick Sogard nearly behind second, as close as you can legally be. Christian Campbell playing in the traditional second base spot. And a 3-2 is swung on, popped up. Christian Campbell ranges back. Garcia ranges in. Right fielder is under it, and Garcia makes the catch to finish off a 1-2-3 inning for Wyatt Mills. Red Sox down 5-0. We make our way to the 8th inning at CoolToday Park in Northport on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Welcome to the Nissan Now sales event. Are you all right?
I wanted to get here before the best offers were gone.
You're just in time. Let me show you what we've got. There's the all-new Kicks. The sporty Sentra. Or our best-selling Rogue. A Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. You must be exhausted.
I think I'm ready for my next adventure.
For the #1 shopping experience among non-luxury car buyers according to J.D. Power, get to Nissan now. Now get a low $249 per month lease for 39 months on Rogue. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Well-qualified lessees. 2025 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $46.19 initial payment excludes tax, title, and license. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 3/3/25.
Looking for new, highly durable, and low-maintenance windows? Look no further. Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington to see the Sierra Pacific H3 windows. With the Sierra Pacific H3 windows, you can choose from 50 exterior colors and 8 interior wood species. And each window is protected by low-maintenance, highly durable exterior cladding that will stand up to the harsh New England weather for years to come. CCL and Sierra Pacific Windows. Nobody's ever built a window like this before. Go to cclco.com to learn more. cclco.com.
You don't think about life insurance, but we went to SBLI when the baby was born. When you get married or buy a house, you'll think about life insurance. SBLI has great customer service and affordable rates, so think about SBLI.
Call 888-GET-SBLI.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network. This is WEEI.
Seby Zavala is going to lead it off for the Red Sox. Dylan Covey, who spent the COVID season with the Red Sox, got absolutely shelled on the mound for them. Will be on the mound here for the Braves. He has bounced around. Last pitched in the big leagues, did Covey, in 2023. Big bearded right-hander is on the mound to see Zavala here in this top of the 8th inning. 5-0 Braves. It'll be first pitch fastball on the outside corner for strike one. Nate Eaton, hits second in this inning, and then Justinson Garcia. The 0-1 is popped up into shallow center field. Carlos Rodriguez, back into his left, is there on the run to make the play. And Zavala is out number 1 in the top of the 8th. Actually, this is going to be Nick Sogard. You never do know in these spring games where hitters are going to slot in. Some managers make straight changes and put them right into the spot on the unintelligible Cooper Boardman lineup card. Others just mix and match. That's what Alex Cora has done here today, as Sogard takes a strike on the outside corner.
I will say it's actually growing less intelligible by the moment.
These spring games, that can happen.
You're right. What am I writing?
Another reason to just scrap it. 0-1 to Sogard. And a fastball misses high, and it's 1-1. You know, it's so fun this time of game, now that the starters are going 5 innings, to see these young kids in the game, and Meyer, Campbell, and Anthony. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And, you know, I was walking around the ballpark during this inning just to kind of get different views of what's going on and lay eyes on these hitters. The one thing about both Campbell and Meyer in that spot is something we've all experienced before, and that is the ball is just, it sounds different coming off their bats. The 1-2 is fouled off on the third base side. That is just an old school scouting thing where you just turn your head and it sounds like a head-on collision when these different hitters find the barrel.
People laugh at it because it's such a cliche, right? Oh, the ball just sounds different off his bat. And it's funny until you actually hear it, and then you realize that the ball actually does sound different.
Yes, it does. As Nick Sogard takes a changeup a little bit off the plate from Dylan Covey, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And it's measurable, right? I mean, you know, we talk about exit velocity and all this. I mean, Roman Anthony, it's absurd what he's done.
2-2 is high in the air into shallow right field. Patrick Clahissy is out there with his right hand. He reaches up to make the play, and they're 2 down. Red Sox expect Rafi Devers to be in games next week. He'll take a live batting practice at the end of this week at Fenway Park. They had a little scare today, did the Red Sox. Walker Buehler was throwing a live BP, and Romy Gonzalez, who's working his way back to health, hit a line shot right back onto the mound, and it caught Walker on the right hand as Garcia swings and misses. And a cut fastball from Covey, and it's 0-1. But he left the field, walked off with trainers, and then quickly returned and threw his second inning of live BP. So everybody can exhale. The 0-1 is a little bit low, and it's a ball and a strike.
Rotation depth. We talked about it earlier, but, you know, it's amazing. You can walk into spring with 8 guys, as the Red Sox feel like they do, and all of a sudden it gets down to 6 and 5 and 4 very quickly.
1-1 to the password is swung on and missed. Inside on his hands, and it's 1-2. Hunter Dobbins is going to pitch tomorrow. That should be really fun. And then the other big news that Alex Cora made today is that all the big sort of closer types are going to debut tomorrow. Hendricks and Chapman Weissert will pitch. Justin Wilson scheduled tomorrow at home against the Tampa Bay Rays at 1:05. Slayton not long behind them to pitch in game action. 1-2 to Garcia is a little bit outside, and it's 2-2. Rob Bradford had a very fun social media bit yesterday. He went around the Red Sox clubhouse and asked everyone if they knew how to spell Justinson Garcia. A lot of guys got really close. 2-2 pitch is a foul ball at the hands. It is JHOSTYNXON.
Sure, yeah.
Roman Anthony was off by only one letter. It's pretty good. I think he put an S where the X is.
Some of them were really good, and then, like, there were a few guys who added letters that are not in his name at all.
Yeah, like Marcelo Meyer was well off the mark. 2-2, 2 down in the top of the 8th, 5-0 Braves. Who knows? Maybe 30 years from now, little kids will be saying they know how to spell Justinson in the same way that everybody knows where the R and S and Z are in Yastrzemski.
That is true. Well, think about, like, all the kids that were named Cal in the Baltimore area in the 90s. They're going to be 2040 Red Sox fans named Justinson.
Justinson Fleming has a good ring to it. The 3-2 is a throw to first on a ground ball to third, and the inning comes to a close. The password rejected here. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-0 Braves in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
This is Ty Law, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Aviva Trattoria serves beloved Italian classics and is the perfect place to get together with family and friends. Enjoy fresh-made bolognese, marsala, piccata, and fried Montanera pizza prepared in our scratch kitchens from fresh local ingredients. Relax at the bar with the signature cocktail, now featuring my own Corvus Vodka, the official vodka of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Watch the action from the scratch kitchens or book a private event. Visit AvivaTrattoria.com or stop by any Aviva location near you.
John Sewer and Drain Cleaning is the name to know when your drains don't flow. John Sewer is also hiring technicians at their Norwood location to handle growing demand in southeastern Mass. To join New England's most experienced team, go online to johnsewer.com to apply today.
We get the job done.
After you use Bounce Dryer Sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer Sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry,
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, the Red Sox trail here in Northport. Wyatt Mills continues in the game. Ethan Workinger is the hitter, and a first pitch slider is swung on and missed for strike one. 0-1 is a little bit inside. No name on the back of the jersey for Workinger. The clubhouse staff would have to work a little extra hard to get those letters from shoulder blade to shoulder blade. 1-1. Red Sox with only 3 hits today. Marcelo Ozuna hit a big 2-run homer. Here's a pop-up down the right field line from Workinger. In and to his left on the run is Garcia, and he makes the play in foul territory, just where the wall juts out there. Nice running grab for out number 1.
It's a very nice play. He looked down away from the ball to check where he was in relation to the wall, looked right back up and made the catch.
So now with 1 out, here's Carlos D. Rodriguez. Mills throws. And a little sidearm slider. This is down and away for ball 1. Mills, 30 years old, as Coop told you. Pitched a few years ago. In the big leagues for the Mariners. Cup of coffee with the Royals. pitch is swung on and missed. You were talking about the arm angles and all the biomechanics that are going into everything on the pitching science side. I mean, it has a lot of different benefits. First of all, the Red Sox firmly believe that the more looks you give out of the bullpen, the better. The 1-1 is a little bit inside. It's 2-1. You don't want to have too many pitchers who kind of have the same release point, pitch mix. And they certainly have changed a lot of that. You think about guys like Weissert and others. 2-1 is fouled back to the screen, and it's 2-2. And then there's the biomechanical thing. It's not only maxing out your pure stuff to let your body sort of be the best version of itself, but I think we now know so much about the impact of injury if you just let your body find its normal slot. The 2-2 is hammered high and deep into right field, but Garcia on the gallop back into his right. He's there to make the play for out number 2.
It's been really interesting having the kind of up-close personal look at AAA to this because, you know, the games, you don't have to figure it out on a big league mound, right? And Brian Van Bel's a great example of it, but Quinn Priester, who, you know, is lobbying for, you know, the back end of the rotation or that 6-7 spot. Richard Fitz a little bit as well. It's been really interesting watching these guys go through the process.
Here's Sandy Leon from the left side. He takes ball 1.
Some are crazy receptive to it. Other guys do not want to change. I mean, you think about it. There are guys that have thrown one way their whole life. They've gotten to AAA throwing one way. Now somebody comes to you and says, hey, we want you to throw completely differently.
1-0 pitch is a little bit low.
And it's amazing to watch them kind of see the light, right? Hey, I'm getting, you know, hit around a ton by these former major league hitters. I'm going to change this. It's going to be ugly for a month, 2 months, development list.
2-0 pitch is high in the air into deep right field. Sandy Leon has left the building. A massive home run over everything. And Sandy says adios at 6-0 Atlanta. Second bomb in Grapefruit League action, and that was not a cheapie at all. That thing was launched. I guarantee you, Alex Cora is smiling on that moment. I mean, he feels for Wyatt Mills, but Sandy was a favorite of Alex when he was in Boston. Big fly.
So looking at it, he never hit more than 7 in one Red Sox season. 24 over 4 years, though.
Certainly a glove-first catcher, but a great glove at that. Here's Cody Milligan, left-handed hitter, and a strike on the inside corner from Mills at 0-1. You know, I think that is one of the most important things that Andrew Bailey does, is the ability to communicate, get buy-in from these pitchers as they do try to overhaul so many things, as the 0-1 misses a little bit low and it's 1-1. Because you are dealing with people's careers, their futures, and that level of back-and-forth reciprocal trust is so important. 2 down in the 8th inning, a run-in on Sandy Leon's home run. 6-0 Braves. Mills throws, and a fastball misses inside, 2-1.
Well, and it's based in fact. And, you know, this is not, hey, we printed out these numbers or, you know, these facts, and now you go follow them. This is, hey, here's what we have learned about you as we watch you.
2-1. Swing and a miss.
And here is what we think you can be. And they give examples of the pitchers in the big leagues that are successful, that are doing whatever those things are. And they say, your shoulder is built the same way as this guy's, and he's an all-star.
2-2. Fouled right back our way.
And it's working. It really is. And when you talk about you and I have had this conversation for a number of years now. You know, going back a few years when the bullpen was really, really struggling and they couldn't develop anybody. I don't think that's the case anymore. But that's what the best organizations do.
2-2 is pop foul. I mean, that is one of the reasons that the Red Sox were so drawn to Craig Breslow, because as they've had this incredible pipeline of position players, finding, developing, and changing young pitchers, which is basically the coin of the realm these days. You think about the Rays and the Guardians and now the LA Dodgers. To be able to change pitchers into true weapons is such an asset. The 2-2. That's a little bit outside.
Now you open the playoff bracket from last year. What do the Dodgers do? What do the Yankees do? They've developed arms like that. The Mets, new leadership, they've done that. The Guardians, you just said it, right? That's Tigers, Astros. I mean, all of these teams do that.
3-2 is a ball outside, so Mills loses Milligan. Looks like the Red Sox bullpen is going, and that will probably do it for Mills. It will. Alex Cora is going to come out and make a pitching change, not what he was looking to do. Really doesn't thrill us either, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. As it is, Mills is done. Pitching change in Northport. 6-0 Braves over the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Network.
Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington this year to experience our state-of-the-art kitchen showroom. At CCL Homescapes, our design team listens, understands your family's needs, and stays on the pulse of trends. We work with you to create a beautiful and efficient space that your family will enjoy for years to come. Our showroom is open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Go to cclco.com to learn more about how we can create the kitchen of your dreams. cclco.com.
At Metro Credit Union, our home equity programs are shaped by members, so we can help you.
Renovate that bathroom.
Cover surprise expenses.
Borrow what I need when I need it.
Visit metrocu.org/home equity. And MLS number 198524, Equal Housing Opportunity.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Christopher Troy, the 26-year-old right-hander, is on. Trying to get the last out of this 8th inning. Braves leading the Red Sox 6-0. He is 26 years old. Picked out of UC Santa Barbara, Chris Troy, back in 2021. Finished last year at the AA level with the Portland Sea Dogs. So he gets a look in front of Alex Cora here. Trying to get the Red Sox into the top of the 9th. Anthony, Meyer, and Campbell are out there for the Red Sox. So too Garcia out in right on a beautiful day in Northport, Florida. Cal Conley, left-handed hitting shortstop, will face Troy. Coop was talking about the playoff bracket in baseball a season ago with all the developed young star pitchers up and down that bracket. As Conley stands in and a first pitch fastball outside throw from the knees from Savala, a little high, caught there by Hickey down at first. So I do the 1-0 to Cal Conley. The Mets are a fascinating story going into this year. Obviously, they make the big splash. They go get Juan Soto. They bring back Pete Alonso, hoping for Jacob deGrom to be healthy again. 1 ball and no strikes with 2 down to Conley. The pitch is fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. And, you know, I think the truth of the matter is that while Steve Cohen has been the biggest spender in the game and made the huge coup landing Juan Soto, the reason he hired David Stearns is to really not do that, to not overextend himself in the free agent market. Here's a pop-up into shallow left field. Anthony on the run. He dives and makes the play. Roman's made a couple really good catches. And that one ends the 8th inning. And the Red Sox will have one last crack at it in the top of the 9th, 6-0. Of course, deGrom now with the Texas Rangers. But the Mets, with injuries to Minaya and others, have got real sudden questions about their starting rotation. We go to the 9th inning, 6-0 Braves on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Network.
Baseball is back and the team is stacked. Money was spent, players were at it, and from what we can see, everything looks perfect. Aha! But what about what we can't see? It's just like your drains and pipes. The ugly, nasty, sometimes stinky truth is often the one you don't see at first. Drains by James is your expert residential and commercial drain and pipelining service. We'll find it, clean it, and get it back to new. Available 24/7. Drains by James. We give a poop about your pipes.
Feel the freedom in everything you do, yeah.
The
Subaru of New England. Washington's birthday sales event is here. Feel the freedom of driving the 2025 Subaru Forester with symmetrical all-wheel drive for all-weather adventure. Buy with 3.9% financing or lease for just $319 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Feel the freedom when you're driving in a Subaru. Come on!
Hey, not to be dramatic, but you should smell this. It smells so good.
Whoa, that's quite the reaction to mixing and matching Gain scents. Let's hear another from Ashley, who mixed Gain products and went,
I'm so excited.
yes, you are. What about you, Isaiah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and Emily summed it up like so.
It is just chef's kiss.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
Hey, it's Greg, and we are thrilled to have wrapped up yet another year of partnership with Chick-fil-A through the Community Heroes program. Over $22,000 was donated to various organizations, and if you'd like to nominate somebody in your community, just go to thegreghillfoundation.org/heroes.
You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network
On WEEI.
Anderson Pilar is on to pitch for the Braves as we go to the top of the ninth. 6-0 Atlanta. Sean Newcomb got the start. Red Sox had Story and Duran and Casas in there to start the game, along with Vaughn Grissom and David Hamilton. Now it is the prospect show with Campbell, Meyer, and Anthony all in there as Nate Eaton takes a slider from Pilar outside for ball one. Nate Eaton, a couple years ago, came up to the big leagues for the first time with the Kansas City Royals. And in his first big league game, he got his first hit, and it was a big home run in the 8th inning that gave the Royals a little insurance in St. Pete, maybe Toronto, I should say, but a big bomb for Eaton, who's here to give the Red Sox some organizational depth in the outfield. 2-0 to him. Pitch from Pilar is low and in, and that's ball 3. Looking forward to getting back to JetBlue tomorrow. The Rays, speaking of, they'll be there at 1:05. And again, Liam Hendricks, Aroldis Chapman, Justin Wilson will all pitch in that game. The 3-0 hammered into the gap in right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. Eaton can really move. He's around first. Now heading around the second base bag and a head first dive. How about that? Leadoff spring training triple for Nate Eaton.
Got the whole dugout clapping for Nate Eaton. Best swing of the day. Goes Oppo there, up the gap in right center. There's a lot of room in right center here. And he hit that very hard.
Jaron Duran impression. Max Ferguson is going to pinch hit. Unclear why they have a different headshot up of him on the video board.
I'm missing the reference. The reference is well beyond my head.
They're trying to do a lot of different things here in Northport. 6-0 Braves. The pitch to Ferguson misses outside. And that is ball 1.
Can't win them all, though. I'm Googling. I got nothing. There's a tweet at us.
1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner, a little slider. So I think the Red Sox feel like they can sigh a big exhale of relief now that Walker Buehler went back out for his second inning of live BP. The truth is the Red Sox came into camp with so much depth in their rotation. The 1-1 is fouled right back to us. Were it not for the screen in front of the broadcast position, we'd have 3 or 4 foul balls in the booth here today.
Yeah, I'd have 3 or 4 catches. It'd be awesome.
You got to model Joe Castig. Just dive underneath the counter. Get out of the way.
I talk a very big game behind screens.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting Ferguson, and he fouls it off to stay alive. I don't know if that's Diane from Cheers.
Okay,
who's the
that's
headshot
where I
up here
was.
for Max Ferguson. The 1-2 pitch is a little cue shot down the third baseline, foul. And out of play.
Still not making the connection.
Like her name was Diane Chambers, not Ferguson. I don't know.
Maybe it's just a Red Sox
Sam Malone,
reference,
I don't,
right?
These are the things that happen in the ninth inning of a spring game with Max Ferguson at the plate.
If I've got to unwind it, it's just not a good joke.
Should be a little simpler than that. Nathan Hickey is out on deck. Nobody out. Top 9, 6-0 Atlanta. Pitch is a little bit outside off the plate, and it's 2-2. He's 25 years old, is Ferguson. Wrapped up last season at Worcester with 3 games at the end of the year, 25 at Double-A. Did not hit much at all. .59 in 25 Double-A games. The 2-2 popped up again over our heads and out of play.
Yeah, kind of a fill-in utility guy, one of those guys that's jumped around in different parts of the organization. Just kind of plugs some holes, but they like him defensively.
Roki Sasaki pitched in a sim game today, his sort of Dodgers debut out west. Wait till you hear what happened there. 2-2 to Max Ferguson, the pitch. His strike 3 called, that was borderline, but it's the ninth inning in spring for the umpires too, and there's one away. So Sasaki and the Dodgers hooked up with the Chicago White Sox out in camp today in Arizona, and Kyle Teal, the first hitter to face him, and launched a massive home run off of Sasaki. Of course, Kyle went with Braden Montgomery to the White Sox for Garrett Crochet. Here is Nathan Hickey, strong left-handed hitter. The pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner.
I saw a phenomenal tweet about it. I'm sorry that I'm not crediting who it is, but it's like the best part about spring training is now Roki Sasaki is officially bad, and Kyle Teal is officially excellent.
0-1 to Hickey. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He couldn't hold up on a slider, and it's 0-2 rather. Look, these deals are so hard to make for people like Craig Breslow, where you're going to have to part with top prospects for the talent of Garrett Crochet. You know, they really struggled with the idea of parting with both Teal and Montgomery, but once Snell and Fried were off the market, the Red Sox kicked it into high gear. The 0-2 is a little bit outside. Montgomery, to me, is the wild card, Coop, because at Stanford and then briefly at Texas A&M before injury, he was a phenomenal talent. And some teams got sort of scared off of that injury that he had, pushed him down the board to the Red Sox. I think he's got sort of jump-off-the-page talent. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. And that's very close. Called a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, and in a sport where you can't trade a first round, but you can't NBA this, right? You need... what you're essentially doing there is trading a first-round pick, right? And you know what? If that's the cost of Garrett Crochet, I don't really care what happens beyond that.
Very similar to the Chris Sale deal. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is fouled off on the third base side.
I also never understand the people that will now root against him, right? Like, oh, well, I hope he doesn't pan out. It's a completely different set of circumstances. You have no idea what the development processes are like, or the people that he's around in either organization.
2-2 to Nathan Hickey. Roman Anthony's out on deck with 1 down here in the ninth. The pitch popped up, foul. A lot of foul balls here in this ninth inning.
And I think the other side of it, too, is think about a guy like Chase Mydroth, who had a wonderful AAA season, who was never going to have a chance to really play at the big league level. Guess it must have been a good catch. With the Red Sox, with all the talent, especially on the infield, now he's going to go there. He's going to get a chance to be a major leaguer maybe, or at least make the team out of camp.
2-2 is swung on a miss. Hickey loses his helmet, and he is gone. So last hope for the Red Sox is Roman Anthony. You talk to people in the Red Sox organization about Mydroth, and they were just thrilled with his development. Everybody pulling for him. And you're right. I mean, with all the talent and depth on the infield in the Red Sox system, I think it's great for Chase that he made himself a real important, valuable asset, and now he gets a real chance with the White Sox. Coming off the worst season in big league history as Roman Anthony takes a pitch low and in for ball 1.
By the way, I have to say, you win. I've given up. I'm not writing anything down.
Well, even if you did write it down, you couldn't read it on that.
This is the password.
Hieroglyphic sheet you've got. 1-0 to Roman Anthony. Pitch to him is a little bit outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Eerily quiet here in Northport. Sox and Rays tomorrow, back at JetBlue at 1:05. 5. Roman struck out swinging his first time. Holds the bat just in front of his left shoulder. The 1-0 is a strike called, borderline, but it goes the way of the pitcher. And it is now 2 balls and 1 strike, which tells me that there was a pitch clock violation on Pilar on the mound. Roman sure looks the part. Under third, 2 down. Here's the 2-1. And inside, good take, and it's 3-1.
Excited for tomorrow. I mean, you talked about the closer battle that'll really be on full display at JetBlue, but, you know, also the lefty battle, right? Bernardino's going to throw tomorrow. You know, the righties with Weissert and Wilson, Kelly. I mean, you're going to see 5 guys tomorrow.
3-1. Roman rips one into left field. That's a base hit, and the Red Sox are on the board. Beautiful inside-out swing. Anthony took a big turn at first. He will hold there. Beautiful opposite field stroke. And Roman Anthony has his first RBI of the spring.
Yeah, ball just sounds different off his bat, and boy, does it. It went the other way. And again, this is what he does. I think the thing that is, you know, talking with Brian Abraham, I know you guys did the other day, what's so impressive is to all parts of the field, the exit velocity is there. He can hit for power the other way. And when you hit balls hard, even if you hit them on the ground, good things happen.
Well, and it's not a max effort swing either. That just looked effortless from Anthony. What's fun about it is not only do the Red Sox get a run in, but we'll see Christian Campbell. He'll face a new pitcher. Brian Snitker's out. New man on the mound when we come back to Northport on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington this year to experience our state-of-the-art kitchen showroom. At CCL Homescapes, our design team listens, understands your family's needs, and stays on the pulse of trends. We work with you to create a beautiful and efficient space that your family will enjoy for years to come. Our showroom is open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Go to cclco.com to learn more about how we can create the kitchen of your dreams. cclco.com.
Shea Shanneman, the right-hander, is on for the Atlanta Braves to face Christian Campbell with 2 down in the top of the ninth. Red Sox just got on the board thanks to Roman Anthony's base hit to left. Here's your chance to make a donation for an exclusive Red Sox Foundation charity bag and a ticket for the game on April 5th. Learn more at redsox.com/charitybags. We get a look. Christian Campbell trying to extend this game.
Here we go. And again, these are at-bats that matter. And I don't mean to overblow what's happening at 3:39 on February 25th with, 2 outs in the 9th inning. But everything he does is just another piece of information to make this decision. And, I also think for him, too, is he, more than even the other 2 guys, has shown this ability that when he gets locked in, he gets hot in a way that, like Rafi gets hot, where nothing on earth is going to get by him.
Here's Christian Campbell, who takes a pitch inside for ball 1. We loved seeing those reports. It felt like every night he was homering at the AAA level.
It was absurd. And it's just, every at-bat he took was horrifying if you're, an opposing pitcher. And it's not that the other guys can't get hot. They do.
1-0 pitch is violently fouled on the first base side. He has a little bit of a closed-off stance, does Campbell. Lightning quick hands. It's a little unorthodox, but once he's in the hitting zone, he is so powerful. It can be hard to evaluate this time of the game against sort of minor league arms like Shanneman. The 1-1 is a strike. One thing to think about as camp winds forward toward the end of the month of March and roster decisions are needed, will Christian get more chances to start and see the highest level big league pitching? 1-2 is a little outside. He checks his swing and a slider, and it's 2-2. If what we all think is true, that they want him to have a real chance to make this team, I think you can predict he'll start a lot more games down the stretch. 2-2. Anthony at first. Campbell swings and fouls one off on the third base side.
I think that's fair. And I think, think about a day like today, the difference in facing Shanneman versus Reynaldo Lopez. I mean, and what we know is at the big league level, your flaws are going to be attacked relentlessly. And when you have big league quality pitching, not only do they attack it relentlessly, they'll hit their spot when doing it.
2-2 to Campbell is strike three called. A breaking ball. He took it right there, and the ball game is over. Now, the Red Sox dropped this one here today at the spring home of the Braves. 6-1 is the final score. We'll have some final thoughts right after this in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Hey, Lou Maloney here. Joint pain sucks. It's not the most technical term, I know, but the word fits. Best part is I talked Ortho Laser into using it. Why? Because joint pain sucks the joy out of exercise, the fun out of playing with your kids, the ease out of shoveling the driveway, even simple stuff like getting out of bed or reaching into the cabinet. My advice? Ease your pain. Heal your pain with Ortho Laser New England. Their FDA-approved robotic laser uses targeted light therapy to stimulate your body's natural healing process. It helps your body heal the joint that gave up days, weeks, or even years ago. Ortho Laser New England is your answer for any joint. New injury, old injury, even arthritis. And here's the best part. Treatments cost hundreds, not thousands. So do what I did for my elbow. Schedule your free consultation at any Massachusetts or New Hampshire location. For your pain-free joint visit, ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z, NE.com.
How can you pick which bed in the box is right for you? The boxes all look the same.
Try before you buy at Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses. Cardi's has Casper, Purple, and Spring Air. Experience true restful comfort. Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses.
Save on sirloin steak and ground turkey today at Shaws and Star Market. Get value pack beef petite sirloin steak or 99% lean Shady Brook Farms ground turkey, $3.97 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
1-800-VISIT-DOG.
Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. If you've ever had water in your basement,